Hola,
Hola!
capitano.
Hola!
Loshi for you.
Load sheet, Tim. Load sheet.
Load sheet,
This is
excellent.
probably better than the
All
original
bags are
version.
loaded, no dangerous goods. Just lots of coffee.
Yeah, and that's all. No funny little white powder or anything like that.
No flour today.
No flour, no.
No.
Right, so it's supposed to be 226.6, 226.6. There you go, look at that. They're giving us 47 tons of fuel, is that right?
We are fueling for 40. How much fuel will you like?
So this says 40 then, does it?
Yes, it does. Yes.
Right.
See.
40 tons. So
Si.
I'll sign it anyway.
Oh, the tech loggy broke.
Oh, have I?
No, it was the inbound crew. Brackets me.
Right, that's that one done. Right.
Oh,
Oh dear.
he working.
Right. Do we get a copy of this?
One for me and one for you.
Right. It's wrong, but 40 tons of gas. we've got.
Consuela, she clean. She come in and she clean.
Consuela, she's
Oi.
nice. She's the one who
Si.
works in the duty-free shop, isn't she?
No.
Oh, the one in the duty-free shop's stunning. Right?
Oh, si
that your wife?
bambino si muy. Eh. Adios.
Adios! Oh. One for you, Timmy.
Thank you very much.
There you go, mate. Vince. Right. Name of the game. We'll be getting our social secretary in a minute. And by the way, good morning, everybody.
Good
Though
morning.
I can't see what's happening to you all. Is we're due off at 11 o'clock in 40 minutes. So hopefully we've got a nice,
I think
relaxed departure. And if we can go early, so much the better.
Yep.
And it looks like, I don't know if there's others around. Oh, this isn't another aircraft, is it? I don't think this is just the scenery, is it?
No, these are all our. These are the people.
Oh, these are the people, are they?
These
Okay,
are our people.
So there's a few around. So what we'll do, Tim, is we'll get the clearance quite early on, so we know what's going on, and we'll get the briefing and everything ready to go.
Yep.
With at least 10 minutes to 11, and then we'll just go as quick as we
Okay.
can. All right. Right, marvellous. So, okay.
Hello. I'm going to be social secretary until
Oh.
Angus
Right.
awakens.
Jolly good. All right, marvellous. Stand 20.
I'm going to untwist this.
Any questions about your duties, Tim?
No, I don't
What?
think so.
Marvellous. Right, get on with it. Good.
Good morning, chat. Welcome back, Mrs. Flight Sim Andy, Mr. Flight Sim Andy, Hazza, Aussie Code. Hello. It's Bud Rot. Hello. Peter and Tim in the hot seats. Just becoming daylight. Look at that.
Yeah, lovely. Nice morning departure. I love it.
Fresh this morning. Very fresh outside.
Yeah. Oh, one is it?
Maybe 02.
Maybe 02.
Yes.
And we're fueling up to 46.8, 46.9.
40 tons we're putting on.
We're putting 40
Yeah.
tons in. Okay.
Andy asks, how's the hangover, Tim?
Not too bad actually.
No, not too bad, actually.
Not too bad actually.
Okay.
Okay. I'm assuming you're Peter on here.
Yes, I am. Just Peter, yeah.
That's Peter.
Just Peter.
Just Peter. Okay, so what we got here? Airports. That'll do. Clearance 21.6. What's on the VATSIM business there? Matt, have we got any clearance in the one?
There is a ground 1218 and an ATS 1278.
Lovely. Thank you. Right, where was I? So this hasn't come yet, has it? Let's try again.
Sam, we're on schedule, mate. We're gonna go for an on-time departure. What was it? You were number 23 in San Diego, weren't you, for takeoff?
My God.
Camero, the aircraft's doing pretty well. It's had a few defects, but they've all been rectified. We went through most of Russia with a hydraulic pump inoperative, and we Went from Alaska into the main bit of America with an electrical generator inoperative, but engineers have done a great job and fixed it all. So the only defects we're carrying is basically the speed brake doesn't auto-deploy.
They're wonderful engineering, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very good.
The TCB.
TCA.
TCB. Taking care of biz.
Oh, all right, yeah.
As opposed to SEP, somebody else's problem.
Right, I'm going to give this bloke a call and see what our clearance is. Have we got him and everything?
Sounds
Yeah,
like it.
latest there as well, by the way.
Lovely, okay. Oh, what's he saying? So that'll be a head start, won't it? So it's... oh, expect 3-1 right. That's a bugger for a start. Okay. 8Ks, broken cloud at 1500 feet, 12 degrees, 3027. Timmy?
Deck on ground.
3027.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Ah. That one.
Go ahead, flight deck.
Hola, senor.
Hola.
We'd like to remove the ground power. Can we do that, senor?
No.
Okay, we keep it in, Capitan.
Gracias.
Bueno.
Oh dear. Right, okay. So as I was saying, 3-1 right, they reckon, alright? Worldflight Global Control. Be aware of mountains, it says in the 80s. That's really useful, isn't it?
Fills you with
Okay.
confidence.
I'm still not sure which runway, so I'm going to ask him, alright?
Okay.
It says runway 13 here on ground.
That's
So
right, Lord Splashy. We do have a broken knob as well.
let me have a word with this chappie.
One's
alright?
on the overhead and one's in
So
the
it's
right
going
hand
to be
seat.
ground, which is frequency, blah blah, whatever. El Dorado ground, Buenos Dias, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Is he there?
Looney, mine's a 767.
Calling second call sign on
Speedbird 47 Charlie, request the clearance for Cusco. Come on, wakey wakey. Right, got the APU.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, you're clear to Bogota. Destination via Bogota 5 on departure of runway 13, right? Walk 1345.
Destination Bogus 5 Alpha via 13 right, squawk 1345, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, request correct start of truth, calling ready for push.
Okay, we'll call for push, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Wonderful.
Looney,
right.
just the general 76 in general.
Wonderful.
For me.
13 right. Bogus. 5 Alpha.
Sam, yeah, it's yeah. I mean, you know, these old aircraft now, they're starting to break, but at least it's not made by the French.
Can
Yes.
the 80s back quickly?
Sorry,
Just
mate.
goes to performance, thank you.
Bogus.
Station calling, you're unreadable. Say again.
Personnel, Kompass Alpha 33, Lima on board, we ran off
Hello.
Copa 45 Delta to extend, I have to check your route.
And ground, a very early good morning to you, velocity 9104 for Peru request.
Nothing I understood. 104, sorry, number 2.
Number 2, velocity 9104.
Ground on duty, Lima holding, short box. Check, Surf, Lima, welcome and forward call, continue taxi on Bravo to stand 45. Correction 490. Correction 490. Bravo 49, Lima.
What, the landing altitude knob?
Ground Bravo 3, no, ready for the push. Ready for taxi. 3999 via Mike taxi holding point 1, runway 13, right caution of vacating aircraft.
Spanking, yeah, the plan is for P3D version 4, but it was so close to Worldflight we didn't want to break anything, because there's a lot of ties into P3D V3 at the moment, and it's looking so smooth anyway, so... but it is a plan for the future, absolutely.
Ready for some numbers?
Yeah.
Looney, look to my left.
Okay, can I go back to previous page?
Yep. 3999.
13 rights, 3205,
There's a seat. I presume you mean, are you next to us, are you, Looney?
Caution of
sounds
vacating
about right.
aircraft of the runway.
Super, yep. Go for it.
High speed done.
True, they can cook better, but that doesn't bode well for building aeroplanes, does it, Sam?
Right, so what we got on here?
I really want to cook building an aeroplane.
Flight deck to ground, hola!
Oh,
Hello,
Sydney,
hola, senor.
Hola, finish ground power.
Okay, we will to ground power, Capitan.
Muchas gracias. Spanish over here, isn't it?
Capitan.
Produce numbers?
Yeah,
Go. Yeah, muchas gracias.
Oh, can we remove the bleeder?
Oh yeah, bleeder, please. Go with the bleeder. No bleeder.
Okay, we remove the bleeder. Thank you.
Fucking bleeder on. You did, didn't you? Sorry, what you saying, Tim?
Produce numbers?
Yep, numbers. Are we fueled? Yes, we are. Right,
Yeah,
okay.
yes.
So, shall I read to you?
Yep.
As I'm doing it, and you can put it in, right?
Yep.
So what we've got here is
Are we doing? Oh, yeah.
yeah, so that is the right runway when I find it. Yeah,
Yeah,
fine.
there
So the zero fuel weight here, off the load sheets, is 226.6. There you go, 226.6. All right. Goes in there. Gross weight 266.6. Yes, all right. Done all that. Okay. So close to the thrust limb. Takeoff weight 266.6.
Okay, so that'll be 48, won't it?
48 degrees. We'll go with climb power. Just straightforward climb like that. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And take off. While we've got it there, what we're going to do is flaps 20 to, what's the elevation of this place? 8360. So we want to go to, I want to go to 13,000 feet without throttling back. So we're going to go to 500, to takes us to 4,500. So what we're going to do is 20/45.
2020.
2020. 4500 there.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So that'll be the Excel.
Yep.
And then if we have an engine failure, we're also going to go to 4,500 feet before we accelerate.
Yep.
And I don't want to throttle back until 4,500 feet.
Okay.
So that's what we're going to have.
Okay,
Right?
brilliant.
And then the speeds.
I think, well, I look at 135, 141 and 148.
Yep.
So 135, 141 and
We'll set 100 in there.
148.
Make it 128 via
Okay.
Delta to the...
I used to hate it when people did that. Why would you ever fly with 100 in the bloody speed width? Okay. And the CG, sorry, is...
It'll be on the takeoff performance, I think.
on the what? Will it?
Okay, 055, good morning.
Oh,
Taxi
19, thank you.
via Foxtrot and Bravo.
Okay, so we've got the speeds in there, it's up there, okay.
Yep.
We've got, so we will have LNAV and VNAV armed. We've got 35, we've got 48, 14 in there. Is that there for a reason or is that something else?
Yeah, what is it, 910?
You're 14, I haven't
Touched it,
no.
marvellous. Okay, let's put 39 in, alright. And we'll change it if we need to. Alright, I'll put 38.9 in, then we know that that's something different.
Okay.
And we've got 48D takeoff set, and on the SID page we've got the bogus 5 alpha departure. That's the critical data done then. Right. So, how you diddling? Good. You alright?
Yep, good.
It's always a good CRM sign this when everybody rubs their hands together.
This is rubbing your hands.
No, it's no, rubbing your hands means we're a team. Like that. We're a team. Get off. Okay. So we've got a couple of doors to go.
Yep.
One door, in fact.
Requesting clearance on this
We'll have a
number.
chat, minus Angus.
Okay.
Let me just make sure this is all looked right. I'm sure it is. So we'll put those two in. That'll be
Waiting to turn.
nice and tidy. Cool. Good. What I've said on this leg is, if anybody's interested, I'm gonna, because we're doing a high altitude route from this place, which is 8,500 feet up.
Yep.
We're actually doing an illegal sector. You realise that, because we're flying to an airfield which is at 10,700 feet, and the 747 is only certified to fly to airports which are 10,000 feet.
Of course.
So we could get nicked.
Okay.
But we'll take our chance. So I'm going to talk about that kind of stuff now and on the way and on the briefing into Cusco.
Okay.
All right?
Yep.
So that'll be the emphasis, if you like, of the briefing. So what we do with the briefing then is keep it simple, keep it short. I'm going to start my stopwatch, make sure I don't blither on. Doesn't work.
That's the 1-1 whiskey, standby.
That's the push to talk,
Yeah.
so it doesn't have much interaction with it.
It's the other way. That doesn't work either.
Push the chrono on the actual clock itself.
Oh, that one doesn't work then. Chrono.
Top left.
Here's 1001, taxi.
Job for you.
Sorry?
Job for you.
And good morning.
Extremely difficult, but go on.
Learning terrain.
Thank you. Good morning to you.
Yeah, so with any of these things, what we don't need to do is get paranoid, all right? It's a nice day.
Yep.
Nice big airport.
Yep.
We've got a hugely overpowered aeroplane, loads of engines, even if one stops. And the mountains around here actually are not that bad, provided you head in the right direction, because it's like a big plateau. All right. So nobody else has a problem. I don't see why we should. All right. With regard to getting out of here to the end of the runway, where are we first of all? I'll sort that one out. 20 was it? Does that make any sense at all? Do you know where we are?
I think the crew left you a note on stand 20.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find 20, that's all. Oh, Echo 20. Is that it? Oh, I see where we are. We are.
Yeah, we're right on that end of the pier, aren't we?
We're down here somewhere. Is that right? Bottom right?
I think you're fine. We're here.
Oh, that's a different 20 then.
Well, on the larger one, we've got stand 20 right.
I haven't got a larger one.
I think it's the it is 109A. Chart below.
Oh, gotcha. Right, yeah. Marvellous. So we're at the end of that pier, so we're going to push back, go over there, yeah?
We will. Yes, so we'll push with our nose facing to the southwest.
Whatever Jose says we're going to do.
Yeah.
But we're going to go in that direction.
Yeah, we will do.
And then we're going to backtrack down there.
Yep.
Right, okay. So high altitude start, not a problem anymore on the 747.
Okay.
Just start two engines as normal. Okay.
Yep.
And then departure from here. Got quite a long runway actually. It's not a problem. And we're really light. So we'll have no problem getting airborne, and come to that, we'll have no problem stopping actually.
Okay.
The only thing about stopping, if we had to, would be the brakes be a bit warm. A bit.
Okay.
You run the risk, I think, at this kind of weight of just getting up into the caution range. So if we do have to stop taxi off, we'll check the brake cooling. Right?
Okay.
And then the departure, you've already seen what I've put in here for these speeds. So
Yeah.
the SID goes ahead to this Romeo Colmu place, as they call it, right? And then after that, we go off to Bogus.
Yep.
Yeah. And there is terrain on the way out there. So if I just pull up an approach plate, have they got one here? Yeah.
Copy 1-3 left.
If I pull that up, you can't actually see Terry off.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
But we're going to go that
yep.
way.
Yep.
There is high ground down here. So what we're going to do then is climb out, as I indicated there, hanging it on the props, as you might like, up to 4,500 feet. We can leave the engines revving away for as long as we like, because it's already derated thrust anyway, so we haven't got a 5 or 10 minute limit. And then when we get to 4,500 feet above the ground, which is going to be 12, nearly 13,000 feet, then we'll accelerate and start doing all the things, right? Which will nicely tie in with this turn and the bit of this SID, so that we don't go wide of anything.
Okay.
And we'll just carry on and do what we're told to do on that one. If we get a failure, we can't carry on.
Okay.
Because the MSA further on is about 18,000 feet or something.
Yep.
And there's no way this jet's going to climb to 18,000 feet if we get another failure. So you'd actually be on two engines trying to climb.
Angus.
Yeah, okay.
Morning, Angus. Late on parade.
Morning.
Oop, something's happened.
Do you wanna sit down, yeah.
9104,
Guys, hand you over to Angus.
So
Call you when ready to push. Lost
The,
9104.
we are coming back in. So with
Okay.
that in mind, what I would actually do is I'd go to route 2, right? And I push in here SKBO to SKBO, right?
Okay, interesting.
Like this, alright? And then from SKBO, what I can do is departing again on route 2
Yep.
from 13 right.
Yep.
With the Bogus 5
Ready to
Alpha.
copy 1471.
Okay.
Yep.
And then from there I can go departures arrivals,
Yep.
route 2, ILS 13 right.
Okay.
That. And then what you've then got is a series of legs take us to Bogus, right? But actually we don't want to do all the rest of this stuff. Oh, it's copied the whole route over, which it shouldn't do. Alright, we want to go Bogus
Yep.
to
Ground
Are you
route 2, arrival, Bogota, ILS 13 right.
Bravo 399.
I'll give it a transition, maybe that's what it's asking for. Alright? And then the route would go route 2. That's what we want. So it's going to go something like that.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see. Yep, I see what you're
Okay.
saying. Yep.
So what we've therefore got is we start off with the SID,
Yep.
and then if we get a failure, somewhere around about here, we will throw the SID away, activate route 2, and then we've got the arrival all ready to come back in for this runway.
Okay.
Alright, but we stay on route 1.
Okay.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
So that's if we get an engine failure.
Do you want to press the clock? Because I think some of the visuals might be out of sync. It would just no, sorry, on your thing. Because it should just hopefully prompt.
Sync something, does it?
Yeah, it will just change it back to morning.
Oh, alright, okay. Yeah, so the rest of the stuff on the way, we'll talk about the other altitude stuff on the way.
Okay.
With regard to stopping the aeroplane on the runway, of course there's one issue we have to think about.
Yep.
Which is...
Well, we're high.
I was thinking of that fella actually.
Just manual, isn't it?
Yeah, so normally then, of course, that would come up when you pull the reverses.
Yep.
That's not going to happen.
No.
So I would suggest that your procedures, if either of us called stop, would be to reach for the reverses,
Yep.
bring them up,
Yep.
and they'll lock at the idle position
Yep.
initially. Stop there and reach over for the speed brake,
Yep. Okay.
pull it back, and then go back to the reverses again.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yep. No, that's
Alright.
fine.
If you can note the ground speed as we stop, that would be really useful.
Yep.
Otherwise, the brake cooling charts are a complete pain.
Okay.
All right, all right. Yeah, let me just get the checklist out and see if there's anything I want to talk about. MSA, that was a good one I should think about. What do you reckon?
So, so do you mind if I put a little fix info in here?
Yeah,
for,
that's a good idea. I'm just trying to work out what it should be on these charts.
So what I usually do. So
It looks like 14.9.
Rolling 9 Alpha
Yeah.
departure from 313 left, walk 1210. Round 36 Tango. Round 36 Tango, is that correct? Start of proof call.
Oh, you're sectorising it. Oh, yeah, okay, fine. Yeah.
so.
We're ready for push. 36 Tango.
No, that didn't go. No, that was.
Yeah. I'm going to ask for pushback now, Tim, because I can see that there's a guy in the cul-de-sac already. Okay. And we'll do the checks while they're messing about. All right?
Yep, that's fine.
Good. So if you pop 14,900 in there, that'll give us an MSA.
Juliet, via Echo, Sierra, and Mike, taxi holding point runway 13, right, hold short, Sierra.
Taxi charts. Good idea. God, when are they going to improve this fat simple work?
This is my 012, clear for taxi back. 783, Tango, welcome, taxi to stand via Delta.
Come on, come on, come on. I have to talk over him, aren't I? Ground Speedbird 47 Charlie, request pushback.
Speedbird 47, Charlie, pushback facing east approved, correction facing west approved.
Pushback facing west approved, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Don't worry, Tim, because we're going to do this lot yet.
Okay.
Okay, so just tidying up the briefing.
Yep.
Talked about threats, happy.
Yep.
MEL, we know we talked about that.
Yep.
Weather's good. If anything goes wrong, we're coming back in here.
Yep.
We talked about the performance and the performance considerations. MSA, we've done all that.
Yep.
Navaids, anything special you want in the Navaids?
No, I don't think.
We can hardwire Bogota, couldn't we? Let's pop that in there.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Oh. W bog. There we go. All right. Emergencies we talked about.
Yep.
Review. Anything you want to add?
No, I don't think so. No.
Happy with that?
Yeah,
All
no,
right.
I'm happy with that.
Okay, so the pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight inspections and security.
Completed.
Oxygen.
Tested. 100.
Flight instruments.
We've got 135 48s. LNAV VNAV are armed. 48D takeoff set. 38.9 in the box.
Fuel controls. Sorry, parking brake.
Is set.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
PFD.
Just did all that, didn't I? Actually, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, it's checked.
Takeoff speeds.
We've got 35, 41, 48.
ACARS pre-flights.
Completed.
CDU pre-flights.
Is completed.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed if you're happy.
Yep, happy with that.
Just waiting for that door. Let me have a word with this. Can we have a word with Mavis? See if we can close the door.
Sorry, go on.
Hello, Mavis. It's the captain. Can you close the door, please? We're ready to go, love. Lovey. Love you. Mavis.
Go ahead.
Hello, Mavis. It's the captain. Can you close the door, sweetie?
Anything for you, darling.
Thank you. Thank you, Mavis. Angus is up here as well, by the way.
Oh, tell him I said hi.
Hello, Mavis.
Oh, gosh. Hot bird, that is, I tell you.
The one on your right there.
You don't see them like her very often.
Oh, you don't?
Good morning, Flight Sim Andy. Compliments,
door's
on
closed.
compliments on the shirts.
Flight deck to ground.
Hola, senor. Go ahead.
Hola, are we ready to push?
Si, senor. We are ready to push.
Okay, stand by. Right, Timmy boy. Can I have the before start procedure, please?
Yes, so we're clear to pressurise, are we?
Clear to pressurise, yeah. I'll assume we are.
The one with you, is that correct? Out of a two call for push.
That's wrong. Sorry.
That's it.
Sorry.
And grand velocity 90.
Good morning, Mrs. Flight Sim Andy.
Was the 9104 push back facing off the group.
Don't need those, got no fuel in
Well,
there.
no, I was just waiting for. Oh, okay.
Yeah. LTU 7020, ready to copy.
Beacon.
Sorry, yeah, because
That's it.
right. I'll leave those till we push.
Yeah, press the recall. Just make sure that we have got rid of the tank to engine. We have, and then cancel that. Now, he gave us a squawk, didn't he? We put that one in.
Yeah, we've got that 1, 3,
Okay.
4, 5.
So set the trim to whatever that says. 6 units. 'Tis there.
Yep.
Marvellous. And before start checklist, please.
Before start checklist, flight deck door,
Close and lock.
passenger signs.
On and on, I presume. They will be. Yes, they are.
Yep. Beacon
Both.
and transponder.
That.
Excellent. Before start, checklist complete.
Okay. Flight deck ground.
Hello, Capitan.
We are ready to push to face west.
Okay, we push to face west. Just confirm that your parking brake is set. And is that to the right?
Parking brake is set.
Okay, we push you back. Stand by.
He said confirm right.
Yeah, we want to point west. West.
Okay, Capitan. We face west. Release the brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, Capitan. Here we go. You're clear to start engine 4, 3, 2, 1. When you're ready.
Cleared start 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you. Nice man. 4 and 3, please.
4 and 3.
Oh, that Airbus has got a slight problem with his tug.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there's that levitation. But why is he doing that? Slightly worrying, isn't it, really? There's an A380 about to drop on my head. Yeah.
Lighter than air feeling.
Yeah, I knew it was light aircraft. I didn't know it was that bad.
Gusty winds.
Yeah.
That's my bad.
Is this an American phrase? My bad. What he
Isn't
says?
that off?
There is
Yeah.
an off mic on frequency,
Oh,
125,
Mike.
did you copy?
All the guys that work for me and my kids in particular know that don't say that around my dad.
Course 25, copy.
I say, sorry, my bad.
Wriggles does it all the time.
125, your fifth destination via
Oh, he's gone completely now. I can only hope he's not straight over the top of us.
Sure they know what they're doing.
A lovely morning in Bogota. Apparently we've got 5 tons of talcum powder going to Cusco. It's unusual, isn't it? Yeah.
That Airbus 380 just levitated onto the gate we left, didn't it?
Oh yeah. Clever.
1, 2, 1, 3.
Go, 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 go. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 2,
Come on.
thank you.
Come on. Right, 2 and 1, please. Seen that.
125, correct, start of approved, coordinates for push back, PQ 975, contact
Oh, we're going forward again.
number 1, bye-bye.
I'll try not to run over the tug guy this time. He wasn't pleased.
No,
He
no.
wasn't happy.
I think he's been filing a complaint with the union.
I
Got
know.
a grand diesel on 15 on enormous request clearance. Our last station for clearance, stand by only. Call sign only.
Okay, Capitan, is the pushback completed? Please set the parking brake.
Stand by.
1599. I have on the list.
Brake set to park.
Copy.
Okay, Capitan, are we clear to disconnect?
You're cleared to disconnect. Confirm all ground equipment is clear. And can I see the steering pin, por favor?
Okay, Capitan, we disconnect the tractor, the tow bar. We see you on the left-hand side,
Okay.
Tu nombre muy amoroso, adiós, y buen vuelo, Capitan.
Of course. And wave it at me, would you?
6 Tango, pushback facing not approved.
Good.
Pushback facing
not Gracias. approved.
Tramrock 36 Tango.
See.
Kilo 7020, pushback facing west.
I keep looking for it.
Well, I expect when I come back in the next few years, that'll be in there.
Oh, it
somehow.
will. I mean, it already
Someone will
is
have
for some of
programmed
the.
it.
It
Yeah.
already is for GES or whatever they call it.
Exactly.
Right, I've seen him wave. He's waved his steering pin at me.
Excellent.
So before taxi checklist, please.
Before taxi checklist, flight controls.
Okay, let me have a wiggle.
Oh,
Oh, 3 up, 2 down.
confirm switcher.
Dying. 3 up, 2 down. Other worrying springy noise there. 2 down. Yeah, this is how you do it, boys. This is how you do it, nice and slow.
Nice slow.
Yeah.
You're number 300.
2 up, and the rudders. Here's the rudder.
3 on the new call sign.
Of course I can't. Da, da, da. 2 right. Oh. 2 left. Centre controls checked.
Anti-ice,
Auto.
recall,
Checked.
checked. Auto brake,
RCO.
flaps.
20 selected.
and ground crew clearance.
Jose's gone.
Excellent. Full taxi checklist complete.
Marvellous, I'll just get that then. And the rest will be up to you.
Okay.
He's going 1-3 left, but we're going 1-3 right.
Next 5 to the team, read the correct start of approved call for push.
Sensible. Speedbird 47 Charlie, request taxi.
Feedback 47 Charlie, taxi via Romeo and Mike on the point runway 13 left.
Ah, you twat. Romeo and Mike confirm runway 13 left, Speedbird 47 Charlie. We were assigned 13 right.
47 Charlie, negative.
Oh, it's up.
Feedback 47 Charlie to runway 13 right. You're facing to right, so via Romeo and Mike 13 right.
Romeo Mike for 13 Romeo, thank you, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Phew, I was going to have to panic there for a minute. This guy's pushing, which is a bit of a worry, but he should be clear. Are you clear your side, Tim?
Yes, we're clear.
Okay, let's go.
9104, taxi via Foxtrot Charlie and Alpha to holding
Busy,
point
isn't it?
runway 1
Yeah, looks nice today.
Seems to be doing a good job too.
Copy, 100.13 left 5, Foxtrot Charlie and Alpha, velocity 9104.
Just about to get through these two.
Two stations,
Romeo and Mike.
Taxi via
So that's the only possible option down there, isn't it? It's a parallel taxiway.
correction, Foxtrot.
Yes, Mike is
Foxtrot,
holding, essentially the holding points are Victor 1 and Victor 2.
So this is Romeo. I've got my terrain on, by the way. You can put terrain on yours as well. There's no storms around. We're not going to get any wind shear here.
Oh, okay.
So this is Romeo, and we're just coming up to Mike.
Yep.
Confirm that?
Yep.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay.
And if
So this is
necessary,
This is it. This is the boy.
this is it.
10 knots in the turns, boys. Oh, there's a little bit of cloud over there. Look at that.
Yeah.
Oh.
velocity 150, stand by.
Yeah.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, contact Tower 118.1, bye bye.
Tower 181, speedbird 47 Charlie.
At some stage while you're speaking to him, Tim, can you find out what our cleared altitude is?
Yep.
Or level?
Yep.
Can never find it on these bloody charts.
So the R cleared 2 level.
Yes.
Yep.
Hello, station quietly unreadable, say again.
Cabin's ready.
Marvellous.
Speedbird 47 Charlie's taxi down Mike for 113 right. Can you confirm that R cleared 2 level, please?
Actually, I think it is 14. I think it is 14, actually. Yeah, it's alright.
Speedbird 47 Charlie,
Found it.
contact Tower 118 retreat.
Oh, it's 113. Sorry, sorry, that 113 47 Charlie.
Are you on the right thingy there?
Well, I did 118 and didn't transfer, but then apparently it was 183. So I get.
Is there something you have to do with
Can you
these?
check the frequency for me, Angus, please?
I
Just
was
on
hoping you weren't
V-pilot.
going to ask for that because I don't know where it is.
Oh, oops. That might not be the best thing to do, Angus.
I didn't touch that. That wasn't me that did that.
Okay.
So let's see, tower frequency
It's a bit like
18.1 on
taxing in
here.
an Oster, this now.
Yeah.
That resets itself though. I saw that before.
Does it?
Yeah, so it shows tower 118.1.
Oh, it's one.
Oh, it's restarting.
Yeah, it'll restart. And then we press the
Prepar
clock
3D's
if it's off
restarting.
on time.
So Prepar 3D's restarting.
Yeah, we're restarting on its own.
Alright, we better stop here then. Just tell me we've got a small technical issue or something.
That'll be changing now. That's where you push the clock after it's set if the
Tower Speedbird for 7
Oh dear.
Charlie's
time
taxi
of
down
day looks on.
Mike for 13 right. And can you confirm a clear 2 level for us, please?
I think it's 14, Timmy. I found it, mate.
Okay.
is it on the sit.
Sorry, what's calling?
Speedbird 47 Charlie.
If you have possible Charlie, hello.
It's 16,000.
Tower 121 established, 13 right.
Do you use Jefferson's, Angus?
Say again?
Do you use Jefferson's?
Yes. So what sit do you have?
It says climb to 16,000. It's I've got a bogus SID here.
Bogus 6 alpha?
Yeah.
At or above 16,000 at Bogus
16,
I have.
yes, that's what I've got. So,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
actually, at or above 16,000. But let's just go for that.
Got
Okay.
some ground fog ahead.
Well, you get a lot of that here, don't you? Oh, is that the taxiway over there?
Do we? Oh, yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll mosey on over there. Nothing to see here.
Then it's rebuilding. That's interesting how we moved.
Yeah. I didn't think we'd come over, but maybe we did. Right, so we've had the cabin ready.
Yep.
Yep. Have we had the final load sheet debrief thingy-bob?
We have, yes.
And is it compliance?
Compliance with N01.
Good. Before takeoff checklist, please.
Acknowledge this quickly.
Somebody just calling us there. Yeah, okay. So before takeoff checks, please. Got a tailwind according to that. I don't know if that works.
Before takeoff checklist, land. Oh, sorry. Final load sheet.
Acknowledged.
Flaps.
20.
Trim.
Looking in for a moment, we've got 600. Yes, we are.
Yes, we are 47 Charlie.
Okay, Roger. Then fly.
Back.
Quebec. Might be not efficient right now. Yeah, fine.
Okay, no problem. Takeoff briefing.
Oops.
Oops.
Nothing to hear there. Updated if you're happy with that. There's
Yep.
nothing ready to add.
Yep. Runway speeds EPRV nav.
Okay, we've got 13 right, so it is the right runway. Speeds are ready. Good steam ready. Clean nav's arms. So.
Excellent. Cabin report
There you
and transponder.
go. We've got 2,600 feet. Bit of made it. A rata.
Okay. Excellent. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, actually this guy's just climbing out, so it's probably not going to work. I think they're doing quite a good job actually.
So.
And if you want to hit the clock, that might. It almost looks
My
like
clock?
it's just just
Yeah,
to
you
hold
can
the
do,
clock
yeah.
setting just
I
resets the
think.
time. I think.
Yes, yes, that, yeah.
On
Reset?
all three.
Yep,
yeah.
press that. Yeah, we'll time.
Looks alright. Oh, I see.
And can you have a look? There's the weather program on there. On
Which?
the FS global weather.
That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Somebody's coming in maybe to help.
Hello.
You help. Good.
Charlie, good morning, Stevens 1001 ILS.
Oh, we've just done that.
Right.
Okay.
21001, Tower number 2.
Number 2, Stephen 1001.
FYI. No bad, no bad, my bad, whatever. I should have set the part FYI. Those little cheeky bugger. Right, so you're happy with what we're going to do then?
Yep.
When this guy eventually arrives, you're happy with your stop drills should you need to do them?
Yep.
Alright.
Okay, change in sequence, velocity 9104 line up.
Got a nice long runway. Terrain out there. I don't think we'll get a pull up. Shouldn't do.
Copy, line up.
If at any stage you do get a pull up, we'll just do the pull up jobby. Alright, so I shall
Yep.
disengage the throttle, push the levers all the way forward, and I shall pitch up to 20 degrees. And we'll leave the flaps and gear where they are. You have a nice evening, Angus?
I did. I was in here for the night.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, I just went home at, I don't know what it was, 4.
Oh,
4
right,
o'clock
got
or
it.
something.
You've done well to get back then. Right.
You're running ahead of
Oh, there's
schedule,
another
or
guy.
actually you're on schedule.
Yeah, we are. There's another guy behind him, unfortunately.
9104.
Certainly attracts people, doesn't it, this one? My goodness. They're doing a great job. There's a guy going for 13 left now, you see, sequencing.
Yeah. So basically what it's appeared so far is
Next landing, going 747, currently 4 miles final, line up runway 13 right behind.
What is that? Behind the landing, 747, line up, wait, 13 right. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
They're German controllers, are they, these guys? Sounds like they're
I think
German.
there's
Yeah.
a mix. I think I've got a mix going on.
Yeah, very good.
very
Doing
good.
a great job. Yeah. So we're all done? Marvellous. Could be a scenic little. Actually, go over loads of. Once you get past, these are the Cordilleras. You probably know that.
Yep.
It's never good flying into the Cordilleras. Keep away from your Cordilleras, mate. But once we clear those, it's actually all flat grassland, isn't it? Until we get to the mountains at the other end. Is he coming?
Yeah, got visual on him here.
Good, good, good. I'm creeping forward, as you probably noticed.
Just have noticed that.
Mustn't waste time. Where is he?
Series 1001, then variable to not
Yeah.
runway 13 right, clear left.
So one of the things, in the real world, I'd be a little concerned if I saw the strobes on,
I
because
would now.
normally that means you're going on a runway.
Good
Yeah.
point.
So
Yeah.
he might see those and think we're about to move. So,
Wish I was.
which proved it.
Where's he gone?
Yeah, he's about to fly past.
Is he? Okay.
There
it goes. Whoa! I love it.
Oh, okay, I've seen him before.
Velocity 11 Whiskey Tower, hello, number 3 for departure. Velocity 9104, contact departure, 11.
I used to go to Bogota quite a bit. We had a shuttle in BA from Caracas to Bogota and back. It's a nice little run up of the day. Nice little run out.
Nice little day trip.
Day trip, yeah, day trip. It's good.
Get that terrain off the end.
Yeah. We used to let off an atomic bomb up there as we speak. Does the elapsed time work on these things then?
Yes.
It does?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Series 1001, hold short of Mike, contact ground.
I've got let's get going itis, I'm afraid.
Only short of Mike, 120.
Going round and round in circles over there.
Speedbird 47, Charlie, with variable 2 knots, runway 13 right, clear for takeoff.
Good takeoff, runway 13 right, speedbird 47 Charlie. Good takeoff.
Thank you, we're off.
Adieu 7020 behind departure.
Do they go?
3 right behind.
Do they engage?
Yeah. Did,
I did.
2. Apparently need both at the same
Oh dear.
time.
Right.
That's what I heard. Yeah.
There we go. Marvellous. Lovely. Off we go.
Brush set.
Cool.
80 knots.
Check.
His tailplane's a bit close. Never mind.
B1. Rotate. Positive rates.
Gear up, please.
Gear up.
Now's engaged. Autopilot's engaged. Just hope it turns. Very pretty.
That's 10,000.
10,000 check. Let's just make sure we're pressurising while we're doing it.
Speedbird 47 Charlie.
And we are.
Departure 119 and 5, speedbird 47 Charlie.
We'll do the next checks at 15, Tim, okay?
Yep.
Adieu 7020. Right,
Departure speedbird 47 Charlie, low up to 6 Alpha departure, passing 11,000.
Station Coley, disregard speedbird 47 Charlie, approach check. Identify climb light level 30.
Good to repeat the altitude, just broke off there, 47 Charlie.
47 Charlie, climb level 350.
Level 350, 47 Charlie.
I assume that's a cruise.
910, confirm tracking test.
Put it in now. So she's accelerating. Flap 10, please.
Flap 10.
Approach Boston 04, we're now tracking to Ponto.
Flap 5.
Flaps 5.
Yes, that's a very nice view, isn't it, Flight Sim Andy? A beautiful terrain out there. Very nicely depicted. Somebody was questioning the map. They had been having trouble with the map. It
Flap
was
1.
freezing,
Flap
so
1.
if it shows it's in Austin, you can disregard that. Just leaving Bogota for Cusco, Peru.
Flaps up.
Thumbs up.
Nothing in the way, I'm happy to accelerate it, so we'll be coming up to MSA shortly. So let's make it 310.86, shall we? For the climb. Roll. And then 0.86, 0.87 for the cruise. And something a bit slower for the descent.
Okay.
Flaps are up after takeoff checks, please.
After takeoff, landing gear.
Up and off.
Flaps.
Up.
Pressurization.
Is checked at the moment. We'll talk about that shortly, but at the moment it's going to go up to, well, it is at 8,300 feet. We're going to fiddle with that later.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, brilliant.
Yeah.
And Tim and no, we're going up to translate.
Yeah, we are. We're going up to a level of
Yeah, so
standard,
standard.
please. Set and cross check. 145, climbing 35.
Checks. I'll take off checklist complete.
Marvellous. I'll let the seatbelts off. About this time,
Yep.
Mavis would normally come in with a cup of tea. Oh, like Dave, it
Yeah.
might be Mavis coming
Yeah.
with a cup of tea. Instead of coming in making sulky comments about my nose wheel, you think he'd come in with a cup of tea, really, wouldn't you? So, I can't actually see what our MSA is on here because we're not tracking the airway, but it's something like 18 in parts of of the world round here,
Yes.
isn't it? You must have done a lot of flying round here, have you?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I've never been into Bogota.
No, okay.
But that's one of the problems when you're going from the west coast to the east coast of South America.
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
whole single engine,
Sure.
like in our case in particular,
Yeah.
issue is like, what can you descend to?
Yeah.
Huge terrain.
We're lucky on this route because we're over the Cordilleras, aren't we, Tim?
We are indeed.
So in fact, just over there is the end of the Cordilleras.
Yep.
So there's all jungle over there. So we get whatever height it is, not very high. So any bailouts, we go that way. So what's our? Have we got winds in here as well?
I don't. Unless you've requested them, they won't be.
I haven't. No.
In,
Okay. Thanks.
sent.
So they come through. Well, we haven't got a weather engine, have we?
They'll come through PSX as well.
All right. The other thing we could do, you can help us with this one, Angus, is because we are. There you go. There's your wind. Because we're flying somewhere that's above 8,000 feet, we have to do a little bit of a fiddle with the cabin pressurization. Because otherwise it climbs, or it stays at the Bogota level.
Yep.
And then later on it climbs to the, or tries to climb to the Cusco level, which is far too high, 10,700 feet.
Yep.
So what we have to do, out of 20.2, thank you, for 35. What we have to do is actually go manual on the cabin on the landing altitude. This one, I know we have to do from there, actually, Angus.
Okay.
So,
One of these.
if you find
Is
the,
that one?
yeah, if you can scroll to the, if you probably find it easier with the mouse actually. If you push the right mouse button.
Right. To do on where?
Yeah, put the cursor on there first of all.
Okay.
And now drag with the right mouse button. That's it. You can drag around. If you go to the overhead panel, you want this bit here.
Can I make this bigger?
Yeah. Don't make it too big or it
No,
kills
okay,
everything, I
there.
think.
All right.
That's it.
So I'm going to the overhead panel for what?
You're heading for that bit.
That bit. Okay.
Yeah. Is that it? Up a bit.
Cargo
Next one up. That bit there.
Okay.
So you see that top left thing, landing altitude push on?
Yes.
So push it, left click.
Oh, sorry, left click.
Yeah. If you've got it right, we should get a landing altitude thingy. Oh,
No.
you've got it. So now manual. Oh, push it again.
Oh, so actually.
Okay. So actually, we've caught it with a cabin altitude at 8,000 feet. So you make
Oh, I see. So now you're.
So now you're going to make
Then you
the.
do the adjustment.
now you can make the adjustment to, if the cabin's going to stay there, I don't think it is. Now you make the landing altitude 8,000 feet.
And am I doing that with
Yeah, that knob.
that knob? And
Yeah.
I'm turning it?
Yeah. It's behaving itself at the moment, actually.
And which way am I going to? I guess I'd try it.
That's it.
So what am I gonna?
8,000.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. That's it. And that should now maintain the cabin at 8,000 feet.
Okay.
Should.
Okay.
So we can all breathe.
That's a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what's the normal cabin altitude?
Obviously it varies, but the maximum that the system will go to normally is 8,000. So you'd normally have probably anywhere between 5.5 and 6.5.
Okay, good.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever the diff is, obviously. But
So what'd you say the landing altitude is? 10,000 at Cusco?
10,700.
Okay, so we're going to increase it.
Yeah, effectively we are. What we'll do is we'll leave it there until descent point, and then you push that back in or pull it, whatever it is.
Okay.
And then it goes back to auto mode. So it will then slowly start trying to climb to 10,700 feet.
Right.
But obviously you've got to have it up there, otherwise you never get the doors open.
Right.
Right? So it will
to time
slowly
it.
climb. And I think what will happen is because we're landing with a slight differential pressure, it won't go to 10.7.
Right.
It'll
okay.
go to just under 10. But of course when you land, the outflow valve's open.
Yeah.
And then it'll shoot up to 10.7 and we'll
Wherever
probably
it's
get
at.
the red cabin altitude one.
Right,
yeah.
But it doesn't matter by then, we're down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a shame we haven't got the Navigraph sibling thing.
Yes.
Working.
Yes. I think there might have been some concerns that it was causing some stuttering.
Really? Okay, interesting. So what do I do to... Oh, there we are.
So who's prop forward? You know who prop forward is? It's recognizing Peter and myself, same time. Hello, Tim.
Morning.
Would you have to disarm the oxygen mask drop?
No, you wouldn't, because the oxymasks don't come out till just over 14,000 feet.
Yeah, okay.
So that's all right.
Plus or minus.
They'll be quite close when they go to La Paz, but should be all right.
You having me to cancel the landing out, or you just want to keep it up?
Yeah, cancel. Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Fuel all right, is it? They're not doing plain silly buggers with us. Yes, they are. Possibly.
I've got one away price on.
Question for Angus and Peter: what action triggers the outflow
Right.
valves
Oh,
open?
yeah. What have we got on there? An override?
Yeah.
Oh, I switched it off. Yeah. That's probably why it's down then. I'm getting paranoid. Yeah.
So it should be the squad switches on the gear here that trigger the outflow valves.
I think so. I think
Yeah,
it is. Yeah. Yeah.
I think on ours it's a timing. Once the switches go, then there's a slow release. So
Yeah.
it's not a immediate boom.
Yeah. So anyway, Tim, seeing as you've messed up our fuel,
Yeah, sure.
would you like to
rectify.
unmess it then,
Yeah.
please?
Let's do the same.
Yeah. That's it.
Here we go.
Both of those on. Both on. Yeah. That's it. So because Tim accidentally, I'm surprised he did give a message actually,
No.
leave an override pump on. Our number 2 tank has been using more fuel because it's basically been feeding number 3 tank, and that's Tim's fault. So Tim gets blamed.
Yep.
Demerit horns.
And so to rectify the situation, he's either paying £10 as a contribution to the charity or putting the override pumps on. And he's decided to put the
Or he
override
does
pumps
both.
on.
Or he does both.
Good one.
On the right hand side for a while.
So the charity for mental health UK, we're raising money. All of the money is going directly to the charity. And today's flight, a £5 donation will give you an
Yes, now's the
A2A
go.
product. And for you sim guys, what's an A2A product? I'm not familiar with that. Do you know what that
What's what?
software is? A2A?
Yeah, general aviation, light aircraft mainly. They do a couple of the larger.
Oh, that's the GA one.
Yeah, yeah. they
So
do
Simon
that.
was saying it's a very, very good software.
It's really good, actually. Really good. It's,
Yeah, so for £5 you can win. You're into the draft.
Yeah, no,
the
you-
raffle to win a very, very good general aviation flight model software.
yeah, they have a whole.
They do the Super Connie as well, don't they? That's an
they do-
A2A one.
Yes, they do, don't they?
Oh wow!
I haven't got that one, but
I'd
supposed
love
to
to
be
see
very
that
good.
or hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently it's a really good simulation, but it's quite an expensive product.
Yeah.
Something like about £60.
So get it for £5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if that's part of the deal. It may not be. I don't know.
Oh, yeah,
they were offering
Well,
any. I think
that will
the
be my
website,
choice
yeah.
if I want it. Yeah, I'd definitely go for the Super Connie. Yeah.
I have their Comanche, and that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Single engine Comanche?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's nice. They do all the, I guess the kind of maintenance-y bits as well, so you can change out the different stroke of oil that you want, and
Really?
it'll give you a report if you're getting, say, like metal filings in your oil. It will tell
yeah.
you if you're getting that. If you're
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
if you're treating it poorly.
Which actually annoys me because all I want to do is go flying, and it tells me I've dinged me prop and the engine won't start. So I've got to go in the hangar and fix it. I'm always breaking
You
it.
just need a fix button.
Yeah. So we're still not getting a cup of tea, are we? I can see this isn't working. Go and sort that out in a minute.
So I've got a step climb on here for some reason.
Got a what?
So I've got a step climb.
Oh, it's trying to go to 39. Just put a 0 in the KO there, in there.
Oh, that's right.
Step size 0, yeah.
Okay.
Sorted
There
out
we
in
go.
time. Hello? Lost our visual. Well, we lost our mountains. So there must be some weather feed going in then.
Yes.
Direction 36 Tango, tractor hold slow.
It might not be. I'm not sure if it's going to be feeding into the sim phone.
I think last night Gary was, he could see a problem. The plane would go into a turn and it would do a stutter. So he did a
Okay.
restart in the
Yeah.
middle of flight, and he said, I'll never do that again, because he spent the next half an hour running, changing this, changing that, changing this.
Oh, okay.
So and that was the thing, you know, when you're running an hour behind or so, you're just trying to catch up. So
Yeah,
there's your
yeah.
fuel override. Master caution.
Oh, somebody's just said the Super Connie is only for FSX. I don't think so. I think it's a P3D product as well. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was. Maybe somebody on here can tell us. 128.1 is Lima, apparently.
I haven't heard any call from this.
No.
Qantas 259. Qantas 25, thank you. Identify Qantas 310.
Got a very cosmopolitan bunch on ATC. Haven't we got Aussies now?
As long as they're good, right?
Yeah.
We had excellent ones, local controllers in Mexico last night. Very, very good.
Heading 180, Qantas 25, and flight level 310. China 1431, direct Esnell, please.
Direct Esmond, China 26.
Beautiful. How did you get on with the quiz yesterday, Peter?
I was doing all right for a while, and then along came the curry questions.
I saw that because I was watching Jimmy do it, and Jimmy and Peter were right around 7th, 8th, 9th.
Yeah,
down
we're
to
doing
12,
all right, yeah.
back up to 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
I
those-
couldn't work out. The faster you answer, the more points you get if you win it.
You
is that
do,
right?
yes.
Yes.
So I was rushing some of the answers, I think, but yeah, a lot. I got some really good marks, like 900 and something. You
Yeah.
know, so it's
Yeah.
all right. Yeah. It was a good idea.
It's good that it doesn't rely on people to watch their internet connection with the video, so they can just go through it and then
Oh
tweak
right.
it and
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. So the A2A product competition to win the A2A product is open, and yeah, the Connie is only $60. Yeah, there we are, only $60. But it's a big program for that. It's a big concept for them after little Cessnas and Cherokees and things like that, isn't it?
RC7020 contact sent now 128.2, good.
Yeah, so if somebody sends in a donation now, they're going to win it.
Yeah.
Because they'll be the only one with a vote in there.
99 contact sent now 120, correction 128.2, good.
128.2.
The question is, do you still remember how much money is spent on curry in Britain?
No.
A ridiculous amount.
So, ridiculous amount. I guess if it's good, right?
I like the little Cherokee myself, because I had quite a lot of Cherokee flying. So it sort of brings back, I suppose, happy memories.
Well, and you also get time to enjoy the scenery and things, because you can fly low and slow enough to enjoy
that's
the...
right, yeah. I imagine the sound on the Connie is the real aeroplane, so it would be very, very good.
Yeah. What a
250 million Great British pounds spent on curry in the UK, and that's only in the Farnborough area.
Yeah.
Is that during Worldflight week?
Yeah, Worldflight week, yeah.
Yeah, what a wonderful way to start an engine. Now, those weren't very reliable engines, because most of the time they would come back and one of them would be shut down. But to start them, you had to count the blades going by. It was like 6 or 8 counts, I think it was, before he introduced, I guess, the fuel.
What?
So
To get past the various plugs and stuff.
and then you had that. And I read a description of a DC-3 being started by an old pilot, and he just said you didn't start a DC-3 engine, you woke it up. And it's that thing where it's just like one cylinder, then there's 2, then there's 3, then there's 4.
Wonderful.
Yeah. But it wasn't good for aviation because it was such a limited amount of people that could afford it, because there was so much expense into it.
What, the
the
Connie?
reliability, just the old prop aircraft altogether.
Was
One
that Howard Hughes started that off, wasn't it? Wasn't it with TWA? They
Yes, it
came
was.
to Howard Hughes and
Yes.
said, do you want to buy this or operate it or whatever it was?
Yeah. And then it wasn't until the DC-8 and 707 came in that airline flying became reliable and less expensive per seat mile.
Yeah.
And I mean, they had 4 engine. Now we have aircraft with 2 engines, and that's simply because the reliability is just unquestioned, really.
Yeah, true.
Unfortunately, and that's why something like the 747 is starting to disappear, because the 4 engines aren't required anymore. And they can build an engine big enough, like that 777 engine. It's huge.
Yeah.
I don't know. I assume the 787 is either smaller than or the same size. But
There's not much in it. The engines are still the Trent 1000 jobbies. They're still the big 75,000 pound thrust things. Yeah.
there's a question: is BA buying more 747s? I don't believe so. Correct? BA is not buying any more 747s.
Oh
like
gosh, no.
800 or anything. No.
No, nothing like that. No, the A350 is the next toy.
Yes.
Going to get some A350s. They're coming. Is it end of next year or something? I'm not really privy to all the ins and outs of it.
And yes, Peter is a retired British Airways 747 training captain. Training captain on any of the other aircraft you flew?
Just the 74 as a trainer.
Yeah.
Man and boy. I was a trainer on the 74 as a 2-stripe co-pilot when I first started, because they have a thing in BA where the co-pilots, they'll bring up some of the co-pilots as trainers.
Okay.
Quite early on. I was training within, I think, about 2 years.
And at the time, was it you doing both classroom and sim?
Doing everything. You're actually an IRE examiner.
Yeah.
they give you the full whack. Yeah, he did everything. And I think the theory was at some stage, of course, you're going to be a donation.
There we go. All right. Here's the winner.
Yes. Yeah, you better hurry up, boys. Well, actually, you've got plenty of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
What we got?
This for you, Mr. Ward.
Is it? Mr. Ward, I'm sorry to inform you that your application to the scheme has been declined. We have identified you are in fact too old to join. It came as a surprise to us too. Sorry to give you this bad news. Here is a small consolation. Kind regards, Saga.
Well
yeah,
done.
you're right. Actually, yeah, I declined their car insurance recently as well. Yeah, you're absolutely right. Yeah, Saga, bless them.
Peter, could you explain why we actually do tank to engine, please?
No.
Okay.
We'll call Simon.
Well, it's to do.
That's what
It's basically to do with wing loading, isn't it? You're trying to keep the wing loading balanced as you go. So the 4 main tanks, 2 in each side.
Yep.
You want to get yourself down to an even consumption of fuel.
Okay.
So is that what you're saying we're going to at the moment? Is that the idea?
Yeah, well, we would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
almost?
we would be almost tank to engine. Yeah, you would be tank to engine. And basically, you've got 4 engines, you've got 4 main fuel tanks. I suppose the logic is that the tank feeds the engine.
Yeah.
It does cause complications if you have engine failure and you're tank to engine, because that tank is no longer having its fuel used. But the situation we're in now, which we're shortly going to go tank to engine, it's a good question. It's mainly to do with fuel, wing loading, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know on the original?
Imagine if you had more fuel on the outboard,
Yes.
the wing would be bent, if you like.
And was it the same on the original 100 series? Did you?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. There you go.
I guess the 54, 55 ton mark was just obviously what they've deemed as.
I suppose that's all the wing tanks will hold. I mean, they'll hold 13.6 in the mains 1 and 4.
Yep.
So if you go 4 times that, as you say, you're up to about 52, 54 tons. So that will be balanced. And then, of course, as you know, the main tanks can hold more fuel. Well, of course, they're inboard, so you don't want the heavy tanks outboard. So the big tanks are inboard, obviously, where the wing's thicker.
Yeah.
So it all makes sense. I mean, I think all aircraft do this, don't
Yeah,
they?
you
The
work
inboard,
it-
the
you work it
inboard
in.
tanks are bigger.
Some of the original business jets had fuel in tip tanks. They added a tank on the end. I think you'd see that on military fighters. And you couldn't land with fuel in those tip tanks because the wings would snap effectively with the extra weight out there. So you always had to either dump the fuel or you have to work it inboard. And question, did you ever fly an older 747 than the 400s?
Yeah, the old 100.
You did get to fly the 100s?
Yeah.
Did you fly them in the BOAC colors?
No, I didn't.
I
No, there
love
was.
the look of that.
No, we had the new whatever it was at the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the tail end of those, and then they got the Rolls-Royce powered 200 series, which was suddenly the long-range jet, you know, because that could go a lot further.
So the original ones weren't Rolls-Royce? I don't know. It's,
I'm trying to think.
well, it's funny. On the Gulfstream.
You know, I can't remember.
Okay, well, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's just
yeah.
you when you made the point there. Because I do remember being in Britain when the 1011 had the Rolls-Royce disaster, right? The RB211. There was a question about bankruptcy and that was going to affect the airplane.
Well, the original engines used to keep blowing up, didn't they? The original JT9s used to keep blowing up, and then the RB211 was much more reliable, but it still had early problems. He's looking at this fuel like a hawk. What are you going to do when that gets down to 8.7 then?
Turn the overrides off.
Why don't you,
Or do you reckon?
when it gets down to 8.7, put those 2 on as well,
Yep.
and then burn the inboards down to the same level as the outboards?
Do the inboard burn those down to 8.2?
Yeah.
But there's still only the same amount of burn rate though, isn't there?
Yeah. So what you could do, that one's nearly at 8.7, yeah?
Yep.
So when it gets to 8.7,
Yep.
all right, put the overrides on there,
Yep.
open the cross feeds,
Okay. Yep, I see.
even it up, 8.2, and then take
Okay.
23. Oh! Where's your wig? You're supposed to be looking like Mavis. No, you don't look anything remotely like Mavis. I think you've lost weight, you know. Yeah. Turn sideways. Where have you gone? Yes, you have. Are you here to offer a cup of tea? Oh, thank you very much. I'd love a coffee, actually. Can I have a coffee, please?
Because he said, I'm not sure
Oh.
how he takes his tea. He takes it coffee.
I'll take it as tea then. Yeah, please. Yeah. Milk, no sugar, thank you. Yeah, thank you very
one
much.
sugar, please. One sugar.
Bottle of water if you have one, please. Thank you. That's nice of him to stop in.
Yeah,
The BA 747-200 had Rolls-Royce engines.
it did.
Yeah, well, I guess that's the power of Google.
Oh,
products.
donation. It's not Saga again, is it?
Down low, £5. To keep the ball rolling, Peter should do a lesson, must admit. Peter should do lesson, must admit. Like watch Peter flies, always learning something.
There you go.
Oh, that's very kind of you. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you very
Yeah,
much.
Thank you.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much, Darren.
Yeah, so am I actually. It keeps the old brain cells going because I forget all this stuff unless I keep spilling it out now and again.
So I don't know if you would know this, Peter. One of the fellows was asking why would they be getting the A350 if they've already got the 787?
I don't know the technical
Yeah.
differences. All these new aircraft are beyond me, to be
Right,
honest.
and I think a lot of the times
yeah.
it's the manufacturers want to make an inroad either in a particular country or with a major airline, and they'll offer a deal that a lot of the times they can't turn down. So it might be because you'd wonder sometimes why they would have different matches of aircraft, you know, for training purposes and maintenance, etc. But
Yeah, all these different long-haul aircraft certainly makes the pilot's world smaller, because when I started we just had the jumbo, well, the 100 and 200 series jumbos and the TriStar. And the TriStar, and a bit of 76 I suppose, but the TriStar used to do the Middle East, that was it. The 76 used to plod off to some place in the Caribbean, and the 747 did everything else.
everything else, yeah.
So you went everywhere. It was fantastic. And then along came the 400 series 747, and then the next thing you know, you've got the 777, and now they've got the 787, they've got the A380 and the A350 now. And all these aircraft nick little bits of the routes.
Yeah.
So the pilot's world has shrunk.
Right.
Like the A380, I'm not sure exactly, but it's something like 10 or 12 routes
I was going
total.
to say, yeah, like
you
a
know.
dozen airports that you can go to.
And that's it. That's all you see.
Right,
You never go anywhere else,
right.
which I think is a great shame.
Right, and that,
Yeah.
I had my cousin flew for BA, and he had that sense that if you got, he liked the 6-7 and 5-7 fleet because you had more variety.
Yeah. Well, you did. You had short haul and long haul.
Right.
Yeah.
You got a bit
Yeah.
of both worlds.
Yeah.
Sorry, sorry, never mind.
Yeah, massive airplane only does 12 routes.
But that's where I guess the efficiency and the profit is from having these very highly efficient twin engine.
Yeah. I mean,
High
somebody
capacity
I was
aircraft.
talking to was saying they went to Santiago on a 7.8 recently, and it was burning 5 tons an hour. I think they said 5 tons.
It's not bad.
Which is half what this uses, you know. So we're coming towards a 300-mile range ring from Bogota. And for real, as Angus knows very well, particularly on a 2-engine aircraft, you'd be thinking if anything went wrong now,
Where do I go?
where do we go?
Yeah.
And I'll be honest, I don't know at the moment, but let's do a bit of looking at it. For example, let's just see where SPCL is.
Now, my assumption is in the airlines that they have people in operations that on every particular route they've laid out specific ones where you go to, or not?
Well, what we got in BA was a sort of an overlay chart for each area. Like, for example,
Right.
to the Far East, you'd have an overlay chart about this big, with all the standard routes on, and then they would have colour-coded airports marked on them.
Right.
Not all of them, just the big ones.
Right.
And some would be colour-coded green, orange, red. So I think they were blue actually. The really good ones were blue. I think Gary's got some of these charts actually. And then, you know, an orange one would be emergencies, but it's okay, got handling facilities. And the red one would be, you're probably not coming out again.
Right. You're putting it on the ground, but
Yeah. So you would actually look at this chart and decide, well, what's SPCL? I'm just actually looking at it at the moment actually, and it's got a runway which is pretty short by the looks of it. Where's the landing distance on these Jeffersons?
on a 10-9 chart. Airport.
10-9.
Yeah, or taxi chart as they call it.
10-9. Well, that airport there is 2,800 metres long, and it's pretty well at sea level, right?
Yep.
And it's got a VOR approach.
VOR approach, and safe sector's 3,000.
So that's all right. So if we just make sure the weather's all right and it's not foggy, which might be the other thing. So go to ACARS, yeah.
Bar cars.
Bar cars.
Yeah, I think.
Bar cars. That one.
Yep.
And then select what? Met.
Yep.
What's it called? SPCL. Met. Yeah.
Yep.
And then just send.
Yep.
Okay. So see what the weather's like. What you can do with this fuel page, by the way, is, in fact, I can never get this the right way around, but if you go like that, your fuel page comes up there,
Yeah.
and it's a reminder
That
so you
you're
don't mess up.
balancing fuel
Oh, that's
or-
better.
Yeah. Some airlines do that as a matter of course.
Right. We
Sorry,
do that
Tom.
when we've got the
So
cross
you can do it on yours, and I'll put that back
Is
to
it
mine.
on?
It's the.
There we go. No.
There you go.
Yeah.
So, just a good reminder for you. Otherwise, you miss it. You finish up going back again.
Yeah. Ah, okay.
Yeah,
So weather. Let's have a look. It's nice. All right. So what I'm going to do is on the other fixed page,
Yep.
I'll put SPCL and a 300-mile ring round it for no particular reason other than it shows on the map.
Yep.
So there we go. So that's where we're going afterwards. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks all right, Angus.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right. What's it called?
It's called Pucallpa.
Our Mother of Maria
Pucallpa.
Saint something or other, probably.
Armando. Thank you.
Somebody 400 feet below us, 20 miles ahead. That's going to be fun, isn't it? Because we're doing 8.7.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We noticed none of the aircraft were at our altitude. So I was wondering if it's the PSX Met of what our altitude is compared to the others, because we were questioned a couple times.
Yeah, so
by
he's
ATC.
actually at the same level.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So this is where you can make a little command decision, all right? Right?
He's not with you.
Timmy.
Sorry.
This is where you can make a little command decision. We're going into Cusco,
Yep.
and I'm assuming we're going to catch him up. So we've got to go, either he changes or we change. So if we change, would you go up or would you go down? What do you reckon?
Well, he's currently below us, so I'll be inclined.
I think he's at the same level actually. I think it's just, this is
Yeah,
just
I
our...
think it's
I would go up. I'd probably go
Okay.
up.
Your thoughts, Angus? Got any thoughts about that, going into Cusco?
you usually increase your speed if you descend. You just burn more fuel.
Yeah. If you went down,
Yep.
it's a crosser by the way, if you went down, and this is just a tactical thing that
Yeah,
you
yeah.
might think about,
Yeah.
if you've got fuel and it's not a big deal,
Yep.
go under him,
Okay.
go a bit faster,
Yeah.
and then your number one priority to Cusco.
Okay.
Yeah.
See what I mean?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I do see what you mean.
I remember going to Dakar, Senegal, and we saw on a TCAS an aircraft off to our side.
Yep.
And we looked at the airways, and he was coming to the same VR to the airport. So we went red line, and that guy was really pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an uncontrolled, I mean, not uncontrolled airport, it's a non-radar environment airport.
Yeah.
So they can't vector.
I know.
It's whoever gets to the VOR first there. So.
So I don't know what this bloke's doing, but he
No.
may be going the same way, in which
No.
case we can't go down. But that would just be something you
Yeah,
might do.
no, it's
you know.
interesting. Yeah, right. So we've had a donation. We just had to give another one come through.
Yeah.
Martin for £13, 20p. 2 guys fly the Queen through the Andes.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went. I think I only did it. We used to go from. It was either Buenos Aires or Sao Paulo. I think it was Buenos Aires to Santiago,
Oh yes.
and that's going past Mount Aconcagua.
Yeah.
which
Yeah, we
is the-
do that all the time.
Yeah, which is an
Huge.
amazing route.
Yeah.
Amazing route. Hello.
No, that's fine then. Don't worry, I'm good.
So he's done it loads of times. I've done it a few times, and we went there. I remember, beautiful day. Mount Aconcagua is one of the highest freestanding mountains in the Andes, or something.
Okay.
And it's just out there as you. I mean, it's not there. No point looking, mate. Is it?
It's like stuff there.
It's just out there as you fly. And I was a co-pilot then, and we were looking at this thing. And I said, "Oh, Mount Aconcagua." He said, "That's Mount Aconcagua." I said, "How do you know that?" He says, "I've climbed it."
Oh. Oh my goodness, because it's up in the 20s, right?
Yeah.
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 Like
yeah.
imagine that.
Marvellous. Good job.
Love you. Love you.
There we go.
He should have his wig on.
Back to normal.
Marvellous. Okay. Well done. Yeah, we're going to catch this guy, aren't we? Can we ask for 370, please?
Yes.
If he'll give
We've
it
obviously
to
missed our. We'll be listening out. We have, I think.
All right.
I think we should be with 1282, I believe.
All right.
Or,
Yes, 1282. is
1282.
all I see on the. Yeah.
Yeah, BAW4 Delta Fox wants us on. Okay.
So you're happy to request a climb to 370?
Yeah. We're not going anywhere with him there now, are we? So.
Speedbird 47 Charlie requesting climb flight 370.
So we might as well hoof it up a bit more then. We want to get past this geezer.
Maybe not.
You wouldn't normally fly a 747 at 0.88.
Oh, maybe we're actually not in control at the moment. So I've got SLLF Centre.
Yes, that's what I see up here.
Sounds like Lima.
Cusco Centre here, so that'll be Peru, essentially, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
If I see it.
Rollos is the one of the FIRs, I know.
Oh, okay.
So I was looking at it the other night, but I can't remember which FIR it was. That might be the Peru FIR.
Okay.
Might be.
So can I type in a request then on this screen?
Well,
Thanks, Kelchi. Very kind of you.
I'll see if I can try them again. We are closing quite quickly.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we are.
help. Control speedbird 47 Charlie.
What we'll do if we don't get him is we'll climb anyway.
Or you can deviate for weather to the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, could do. Yeah. We're in Lima airspace. Yeah, I thought we were. Yeah, but that's the Lima frequency, is it?
Well, that's the approach frequency.
Right. So at VATSIM it might be the only.
Long way out.
Yeah. Well, we're.
Well, I'll tell you what. We'll sneak up in a minute.
Okay.
In fact, we'll sneak up now, shall we?
Yeah, it's only 10 miles.
Yeah. There's a sneaky up way of climbing this aeroplane. I don't know if anybody's mentioned this. What you can do is, once we start the climb, you should get a climb page up there, and you can. On the performance. Where we go? Thrust limbs page. I'm trying to think of. Right. So on thrust limb, you've got the option to select climb 2 or climb 1. Oh, it's. Oh! Mavis!
Oh, good morning.
Mavis! Brown, please, Mavis. What you? She's very posh. She's very posh, isn't she? Did you have to brush your hair through my burger? Thank you, Mavis. Thank you,
Red
Mavis.
sauce?
And here's Angus.
Thank you,
You were
Mavis.
asking about Angus earlier. Yes, you were. Yeah, Angus. The Angus. That's the Angus. It's the Angus. Yes, the Angus. and that's Angus beef he's got in there as well. Don't worry about those.
Cheerio.
I can count some of that?
Yeah, they're just a config thing. So as I was saying, to creep up, say we go to 37, right? What you can do, depending on your altitude, 'cause it doesn't always work, but if you push that, the thing goes woof.
Yeah, right.
Wakes everybody up. They all go, oh, what's happening? So what you can do is you push that, and then after you've pushed that, you select climb 2, and you get a nice gradual climb rate. That's the theory. It does actually work.
And if you did flight level change,
Flight level
that
change.
just keeps the same speed.
Yeah, flight level change wouldn't really be appropriate for this kind of level. You just do it by using VNav. Yeah.
I guess you wouldn't do and you wouldn't do a vertical speed because you'd end up being out of vertical nav.
People do use vertical speed, but there's a danger to that because, as you probably know, you're not speed protected if you run out of thrust. So you can actually finish up stalling the aeroplane if you're not careful. So the improved method, the improved method is not even to do that. You just push the button, but then it leaps up. Well, you can see we're using climb 2.
And you're still doing 2,000 feet above.
Well, yeah.
Florian, I've tried to call you, but I'll try calling you again, see if you can pick us up. Speedbird 47 Charlie.
One of the safety experts did note that the 2 crew eat in the same meal.
Of course, we would never.
Of course, it was different.
We would never eat
sauce.
the same bacon sandwich in
Right,
British
it's
Airways.
different.
Out of the question.
You wouldn't get a bacon sandwich.
No, one would have streaky and one would have best back. Typically, yeah. Has anybody ever died from eating a bacon sandwich? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I suppose the pig has.
So that was the unusual thing. 2 of us non-Boeings noticed. It was in climb during cruise, so that's a BA thing.
To be honest, I've sat and watched the aeroplane for donkey's years and I still can't remember what it goes into. I think it's meant to go into cruise.
Yeah, because I went to one of the pages and I changed it to cruise. But it was in climb, and I thought, like on ours, it does that if you've got the wrong altitude selected, because it believes it hasn't got to cruise altitude.
I actually put climb in there, so I might have preempted it. One of the options, obviously, is you've got usually you've got slightly more thrust available in climb.
Yes.
So if you had a bit of dodgy wind shear or something at 30,000 feet, you select climb in there. It just gives you a bit more.
Yeah, a little
bit more
buffer.
thrust available.
Yeah.
So you've got the Cordilleras out on your side, Timmy. Apparently.
There's a lot of cloud at the moment.
Yeah.
Can't see too much.
Okay, we've got BA 47 Charlie, try left turn 220, and then it
left
says
turn.
traffic in front. And then it says, okay, that's somebody else.
No, he's below us now. I think he doesn't know we're climbed.
Right. So should I type an answer to him? I just don't know if I
Just say we have climbed to flight level 370, please, if you would, Angus.
Okay.
Copy the traffic.
Yeah, it said forcibly disconnected from network. I tried to get contact with you, reconnect and contact me on 28.2. So yeah, because I typed the response, and when it entered, I noticed they'd already disconnected. How do I know that? Because the last items are in red. Oh, do that? Oh yeah, okay, I see. Server. Onto any VATSIMnet servers.
But we do have a donation coming while Peter's been talking away. We did have a donation. So, Zilla, 8888, £5. Good luck, chaps. Thank you very much. You also get entered into our prize to win a lovely A2A plane of your choice.
Okay, so they'd like you to contact them. Okay, go back to that.
Very nice.
Big Ben Full
Yeah,
7
they weren't able to get us before.
I think why?
Yeah. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
What we got?
Yeah, it's not coming up with the, No. No.
No.
No.
Nothing. They're just playing with it. No buzzing, but then it's the right frequency. It won't buzz, will it?
right, should just
Yeah,
so just try a transmit.
Controls Big Ben Full 7 Charlie.
Mike Charlie 012.
Oh, got something.
Mike Charlie 012. Direct ETA.
Yeah, we got Adolf.
Yes, thank you.
That was lovely.
Oh, you already got it.
No, I'm still haven't done mine. Had mine yet. Thanks.
Okay, Victor Fox Zeta Flight. How nice. Zeta Flight 11 Whiskey, are you on frequency?
Good morning, Florian.
Oh, it's Florian. He's some sort of high-up chappie, isn't he? Good. We can expect the sort of service I deserve and expect.
Of course, of course.
Oh, that will forcibly disconnect us again.
Good morning, Flight over 370, being yourself. Okay, speedbird 47 Charlie, speedbird 47 Charlie, are you on frequency?
Big Ben Full 7 Charlie. Good afternoon, Florian.
Yeah, good morning. I tried to get you our channel, sorry, Florian. 42671 and route direct ETA.
What's that redirect to Atiba 47 Charlie?
And you might want to tell him you're at 37.
And
Although he should know that.
267. Thank you for that.
Book 2671 and we are at flight level 370.
Charlie, check your altimeter 10180. Fellow unit.
Yes, we have been having a little bit of a discrepancy issue going in the sim. We are at 370.
Okay, I see you on flight level 364.
Okay.
I think it
364,
must
yeah.
be the temperature. It must be the temperature thing.
600.
Oh, could be. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
somebody was.
Charlie, I know you like that one. Best forward.
Thank you very much.
Why not? Go for it. Okay, go on then. I'm going to weaken, alright?
Put the throttle on rocket.
0.9. Is it happy?
So Omni Atlas is wondering why a Canadian's flying on British Airways, and that was by invitation. Thank you. I had met Gary Oliver and Ralph Watson at a Flight Deck Solutions open house in Toronto where I live, and got to know them. And whenever I was in London, I'd get together with Ralph, go fly his sim, meet the guys, and I watched this online for a couple of years, wishing I could come over and fly it, and I got an invitation one year to come, and I'll keep coming back as long as they'll take me, even with the accent. But of course I'm Canadian, so I just apologize all the time. Sorry.
I can see an MD-11 out of my window.
Can you?
Yeah.
Take a picky.
Good morning. Japan 951, private 310.
Oh yeah, I see him. Yeah, excellent. So we're going past, so we picked up nearly 20 miles on him, so by the time we get there we should be past him.
Excellent.
Hopefully.
Look like you've got traffic.
Mind you, that bloody 737's not really dropping behind us, is he? Or Airbus or whatever he's meant to be. We were nearly breaking the sound barrier here. Anyway. So if we had a decompression now, that would be interesting, wouldn't it? Aeroplanes all out. This is what it's like over the Atlantic,
Yeah.
of course. You'd obviously have to stay above them initially, turn over the top of them,
Yeah.
disappear off somewhere. But obviously a worse scenario would be if you had an engine failure, where,
You
for
can't
example,
keep altitude.
where you can't keep out. So the engine out on this, actually, we're lucky, is 364.
Okay.
So, and in fact the airplane will always stay a little bit higher than that anyway,
Okay,
because it's
so
got
the speed
manoeuvre
police,
margin
right?
thing. So actually if we had an engine failure,
Yep.
we should be able to stay at 37 at constant thrust, so
I guess, yeah. 'cause I
so we
guess-
shouldn't go down.
No. I guess you've got a few minutes, haven't you, with the masks on, to be able to.
Well, the decompression,
Yeah.
yeah, if you had to stay up, well you wouldn't stay up long, you'd
No.
just be enough to get wide of
Yeah.
those guys,
Yeah.
and then you'd start down, but the masts would drop anyway, so the punters would be on the oxygen, yes, yeah, as would we.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sure things can happen quite quickly as well in that situation.
Yeah, it's decompression can be quite problematical depending where you are in the world. I mean, this one's not too bad. I mean, the way you want to go is obviously left because there's mountains out there somewhere, so you want to go that way really.
Good morning, darling. I don't see you, but I will find you.
So, we're getting there. What we'll do before we get there is obviously talk about Cusco,
Yep.
but a little bit of chat about high altitude. I mean, we saw a bit of it out of Bogota, obviously, but nothing like what we're going to get at Cusco, because unfortunately we've got to put the aeroplane down, which is a slight complication.
Going up is much easier than going
Definitely,
down.
yes.
And one of the things is the aerodynamics, on the aircraft, because you're at an altitude well above where you normally would. My assumption is you'd carry power almost to the ground in this.
Well, you'd certainly have a higher rate of descent. So if we rewind it slightly, for the benefit of the viewers, obviously as we go up, the air gets thinner, everybody knows that. And this means obviously that as the aircraft is flying on an indicated airspeed, your true airspeed becomes greater and greater with altitude. So if you were flying 150 knots to land at an airport at sea level, you would cross the runway at 150 knots. If you were to do that at somewhere like Cusco at 150 knots, we would actually be crossing the runway at something like just under 190 knots. It's a huge difference.
Yeah.
Basically what happens is that for every 1,000 feet you go up, your true airspeed increases by about 1.5%. So if you were to go up 10,000 feet, you would have something like a 15 to 20% increase
That's
in
funny.
your
I'd
true
actually never heard that before.
in your
That's
true
good.
it's roughly.
Because I'm thinking about temperature, because it's roughly the
Yeah.
same thing, right?
That's right. And then the other thing, what people talk about now, we might as well talk about it while we're here. What people talk about now all the time is they used to say things like hot and high. So for example, anywhere that it's hot, the air will be less dense.
Yep.
So it's almost the same as being at altitude. And then they say, what about when we're high, the air is less dense, it's about the same as being... Yes, it is, it's exactly the same thing. So instead of saying hot and high, what you can now say is density altitude. And I think, as everybody knows, the air gets thinner with altitude. It also gets colder. There's a lapse rate. It gets colder by about 2 degrees for every 1,000 feet you go up. And if anybody who knows what the international standard atmosphere is, it cools at a standard rate. It assumes it's 15 degrees at sea level and then cools at 2 degrees. So if you went up, turn him down a bit. If you went up 10,000 feet in an international standard atmosphere day, it should be 20 degrees cooler, 10 times 2, 20 degrees cooler. Now what happens at a high altitude airfield is it very, very rarely 20 degrees cooler, for example, because the sun heats the ground, the earth heats the air, so the air actually warms up. So not only is it very less dense because of the altitude, it's actually also less dense because it's warmer. So the way you would work your density altitude out for somewhere like Cusco, which is 10,700 feet up, that's 10,700 feet straight away, right? So that's 10,700 worth of 1.5%. But then the way the formula works is that for every 8 degrees that it's warmer than standard, the density altitude goes up by 1,000 feet.
Okay.
So if you take somewhere like Cusco, let's see what the weather is in Cusco. Let's find out. First of all, where are we?
Is it?
Bar cars again. Weather. SPZO, is it?
Yep.
ZO. There?
Yep.
Met?
Yep.
I'll type that as well, shall I? HSC
Yeah,
again?
can do,
Send that. So, if it was international standard atmosphere in Cusco at 10,700 feet, call it 11,000. That would be 11 times 2. It should be 22 degrees colder than plus 15.
Okay.
Plus 15 is the sea level.
Yeah.
So it should be -7. But I'll bet it isn't.
No, I know.
Because the Earth has warmed all the ground and everything else. So when we get the weather up, we'll see what it actually is. He said. Did I send it? Let's find out.
Yeah, this makes sense. Because otherwise you will land in Rio de Janeiro with a bit of luck.
Welcome.
Yeah, man of faith.
Yeah, Roger, we've got some pretty major issues with our navigation equipment, so we're just trying to work our way through.
Tum-ti-tum-tum-tum.
Yeah, no worries.
Tum-ti-tum-tum-tum-tum.
Stevens 1001, Steven. Stevens 1001, go ahead. According to your flight plan, you're flying a bit different route. Could you accept ETEVA and then similar?
Man on the bike gone out to measure it, has he?
Yeah.
On the charts inbound Cusco.
Is it? It's not because we're not on our... No.
No, it should be.
India, Lima.
Okay, we've somebody online's given us
we can accept that.
the weather.
Oh, okay.
At 14:30, you got 080 at 6. Unlimited visibility, 4,000 scattered, 15,000 scattered, 17 degrees. And you were
17.
thinking -7.
-7, and it's actually 17, so it's 17 plus 7, 24 degrees above ISA. That works out very nicely actually, because I said for every 8 degrees you gain 1,000 feet. So that's 24 above, so that's 3 lots of 8. 3 8's 24. So it's another 3,000 feet on top of 10,700.
Okay.
So the density altitude there today is 13,700 feet. And that will mean, top of my head, that we'll have a true airspeed of something like 40% more than usual.
Okay.
So instead of coming in at 150 knots, we'll be coming in at 185, 190, 190 knots over the numbers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the difficulties with that, apart from the fact I'll have a hell of a job keeping straight, because when you're doing 190 knots, the slightest deviation you're off.
Sure.
So I'll do my best. But then touchdown, of course, you try and do 190 knots down a 3-degree glide slope. I assume it's a 3-degree glide slope.
Yeah.
So you are automatically going to have 5 times your ground speed, is the way you measure it, 5 times 190. So 590 is 5 plus 5, 950 feet a minute just to keep the glide slope.
Yeah, okay.
So, as Angus was saying, 950 just to keep the glide slope. If you get a bit high,
It's
in
an
no
issue.
time at all, you'll be 1,200 feet a minute.
And you're getting terrain warnings.
You'll be
if you're
getting
within
sync rate, you'll be
1,000.
getting terrain warning,
Yeah.
all kinds of rubbish. The flare, you do it a bit earlier. You can do it in 30 feet, but you'll bury it. All right. So you flare a bit earlier just to check it off a bit, and it just means increased landing distance. There's no way out of it. And then, if we landed 190 knots, we'd have to go into the stopping tables to work out. I don't know how long the runway is there. I think it's quite long, but we'll find out. Go in the stopping table to find
Yeah,
out.
it's 11.1 basically. Sorry, that's
What's that?
3,400 meters.
3,400 meters. So, although we're light, we'll be covering the numbers at 190 knots. You'd go into your QRH landing distance tables. I would imagine there's 2 things you can do with the braking. One is to panic and think, Christ, we're coming in really fast, we better put on loads of braking.
Yeah.
That's great, but you'll melt your brakes. What you really should do is put on just the right amount of braking so that you come to a stop at the end.
Yeah.
So you haven't wasted any runway, and your brakes are reasonably cool for the next guys who've got to take off.
Yeah, and if you heated up the brakes in this, what could you be on the ground for? At least an hour to cool the brakes?
Yeah, I mean, if they get hot on the ground,
I guess
they stay
in
hot for a
airline
long
world,
time.
that's not difficult to do.
No, not really. But they've actually only got 50 minutes. So
Okay, yeah.
so we'll have a look in the QRH just to see what the braking would be. So that would be the first thing. And then, of course, you want to know what temperature your brakes are going to get up to, because if they get into the fuse plug melt zone, they're not going anywhere. So you've got to be careful, but the bottom line is you just got to make sure you use all the runway without jamming the. So if there's an intersection coming up, forget it.
Yeah.
You just got to go past it, just gently applying the brakes.
A couple of interesting notes on the chart. The approach is not authorized when the airport temperature is below -8 or above +26.
There you go. All right. Okay.
And 1 engine in operative aircraft, I would assume a twin engine, continuing below the DA are committed to land.
Because there's a hill at the other end.
Because it's this
It's a one-way
winding approach,
airport, isn't
yeah.
it? You go in
Coming
one
up
way.
a
Is it
valley.
2.8? You go in on 2.8,
Yeah.
and you must take off on 1.0. So how that VATSIM's going to work that one out, I do not know. But
Yes.
They'll have to have good spacing. So. Now I don't see anywhere where it gives the descent angle. I think. Oh no, there it is. 2.8. Okay. So it's a little less than 3%, which is good.
okay. All right.
Or 3 degrees. Sorry.
I've just changed that to 300 miles to there as well, so we can see where we're going. Well, okay, so we covered. So while we're on that, we might as well finish that off then. So we've talked about the how it's going to affect the approach, the brake energy, and the stopping. And you're going to be flying the descent.
Yep.
So again, you're going to have a hugely increased ground speed.
Yep.
So if you see 250 knots in there, you're actually probably doing 40% more of that. So 300 something knots.
Okay.
All right. And that's a lot of energy. And the thing you'll find is you can't slow it up, because remember kinetic energy is half mv squared.
Yep.
So it's like speed times 2, speed times itself.
Yep.
So it takes actually much longer to slow down than you think, because
the
you're
same-
actually not doing 250, you're doing 320.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the safe sector is 21,000 feet within 25 miles of the airport. So you're at an altitude that you're not normally maneuvering.
No.
Because we can't put flaps down on this until we're below 20,000 feet. But we'll be fine. We'll be fine. Because there is an RNAV arrival, and basically I know that you'll be flying the RNAV approach. And the trick with that then, because of this high speed, is just slow it up early on. If they say fly high speed, it's not happening.
Yep.
Just slow it up early on, and we'll probably come down with something like, well, we'll see later, but something like flap 10, I imagine.
Okay.
So the VNAV has chance to do its little lippy down,
Yeah.
I think.
Okay.
But you've got to keep on top of it.
You're in for a treat, Tim.
Yeah, you are. Yeah. Right, I'm just going to go and have a quick visit. I'll leave it in your capable hands, Tim, alright mate? You have control.
I have control.
Hooray, an RNAV at last, yeah. ILSs are the most common, obviously, especially in the sim community. Well, one of the biggest problems with carbon brakes is constant braking. So you're better to have intermittent braking than dragging the brakes. That's one of the concerns with those brakes. Even if you're just doing a light brake, it's the stored heat in them, which can also hurt you when it comes to braking.
You get sticky brakes, can't you, with the carbons?
Yeah, so somebody was asking about the application. It's not the intensity, it's the number of applications. Well, it's just all to do with the heat that's stored up in it, but you can actually do as much just by lightly dragging the brakes while you're taxiing, for example, just because it's constant heat and it just starts to heat sort of accelerates inside the brake shoes. So it's better to come off and on the brakes to allow some cooling in between than to have a sort of steady, constant brake pressure on those pads, because of the way the curve of the brake heating goes.
Still on time to enter our competition, guys. Any donations over £5 will be automatically entered into our draw. So £10 will get 2 entries. Any of the A2A product catalogue is on offer as a prize. No, this is not a full motion sim.
It is, I don't know.
Egypt Airlines, can you accept the different arrival routes inbound Cusco to give the ATC down there a chance to see how this house is working? I just need one of you guys go to some waypoint and then it will be a different arrival route. This bloody one via Simmel is so close and will hit later on the departure.
What arrival are we filed on then, do you know? That'll be the last.
Position 14, direct waypoint Darky, Delta Alpha,
Darky, okay.
Direct Darky.
So he's saying Darky.
There it will be still the
Sema 3 Alpha. So let's see, Sema 3 Alpha. What's our last waypoint? Is it probably that Letot, is it? No, it was Semmel.
Yes, Semmel.
Okay, Semmel's off to the northwest. So he's talking about Darky, which is off to that side. Off to the west. I guess somebody else is going to try it ahead of us.
Wow. Good morning. Good evening. You are your climb and maintain flight level 70.
So if you go to Darky, it's off to the west of the airport.
Okay.
And
Oh, I
the
see.
approach, where does the approach start? Oh, it starts there, okay. So the other one is Semmel. Okay. So if you see here, what they're asking is right now we're coming in from Semmel.
Okay.
And in. And they were asking this crew if they could go to Darky.
Right, I
and
see.
in.
Okay.
So maybe that'll help. If they put one here, one here, one there, then maybe they don't get a whole log jam on one route, which maybe looks more intimidating. Be interested to see. We might get a hold on the way in.
Yeah,
because they have a hold depicted.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have a look and see how many aircraft we've got coming in as well.
Oh, okay.
We've probably got about 20 oh yeah, okay, so it's quite a few.
Yeah, so where are we?
So we are. So we're towards the front. We've got a
That's
little
good.
group of 3 of us, 3 in front, and then there's a load more guys behind. There's
Right.
Still, still guys on the ground in Bogota. So
And can you tell who the ones ahead of us are? Like which
yes.
groups they
So
are?
we have off to our right hand side. We've got UPS 001.
Okay.
We have
That might be that MD-11.
yes. I think that was that the MD-11. We have VOS 9104 to our left. I think that's one of the other Worldflight teams actually.
Okay. Probably 737.
Yeah. Oh, 777. Sure.
I'm just thinking speed. That's all.
Well, he's a 777 over there.
Oh, 777. Okay. So they've got the speed.
Almost.
So while you're away, Peter, the controller was asking some people if they would try the arrival that comes in over Darkey. Right now, we're probably all filed over Semmel.
Yeah.
So I think they were going to maybe try 1 or 2 coming in the other way. There's 3 ahead of us.
Yeah. Well.
Okay,
Yes.
and so I don't mind.
Yeah. So they may ask.
Also, Charlie, go ahead.
Yeah, I think that's what Charlie, I would also like to use direct waypoint directly. Reliable
Happy?
Yeah.
Yeah, from the west.
Please check if you can make this one.
Yeah, we can.
Yep. That's 47 Charlie. Yep, that's absolutely fine with us to approach via Darkey.
Okay, 47 Charlie, press position direct. Beautiful waypoint direct.
Roger, direct to Darkey 47 Charlie.
Darkey.
Darkey.
Looks about the right place, doesn't it?
Yep.
That'll get us out of the stream quite nicely. That could work quite nicely, yeah.
Yeah. Very good.
So, what he's got then is Darkey to
It'll be the
886, is it? So on the RNAV 28, I've put in the Darkey 1.
Darkey
Alpha.
1 Bravo. Wolf.
Which
Yeah,
one
let
is
me
it?
see.
Let's have a look.
Looks like 1 Bravo going into
Darkey 1 Bravo, is it? Alright.
shows for 28.
This is where we lose Darkey. Hang on a minute, let's find out.
Just trying to figure out.
Okay, let's just...
Okay, sorry. The difference between the 1A and the 1B is this one comes up here, and the other one continues to the.
So the Bravo is the one we want, really, isn't it? I think that's what we've got in there at the moment. Okay. Oh, that's a very good idea of his.
Yeah. This guy's good. Where does it take you to?
So I say it again, this was a bit too far.
So we go Darkey, eventually to Taurus.
I know they are so high there because there are mountains there.
DME 30. Oh, I can't read this bloody... Oh yeah, DME 30, that's right. D279.
Yeah, Darkey's 51 DME from the
Zulu Charlie
VOR.
Oscar. Yeah, I've got it now. So that's this bit here. That bit there is the page 10-2 Bravo. Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. So what we've got is 210 at Darkey, and then down to 200 after we pass Delta 30. And then after we pass Delta 279, we go to 17 or above at Cusco VOR.
Yep.
Perfect, alright. So now we need to connect that up with the approach chart for the RMP runway 28. There's two RMP charts, so we have a large scale and a small scale, don't we? Right?
Yep.
So we now connect it up to the one that goes 5. God, my eyesight. I'm looking for one that says 686.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
How to set the aircraft with your foot controller?
Not in there yet, so let's see what I... Darky 1 Bravo, RNAV 28. Transition.
Maybe you can increase the volume of the microphone.
Ilmox lit up in dark. Give us a clue, boys. What do you think?
What are we looking for? The transition?
Yeah.
Well, he's just
Wouldn't
given
it
us
be
Darky.
We got Darky. That bit's all right.
Yeah.
And then after Darky, you want something that says 686. ZO686.
Yes.
Yeah,
We'll just erase that.
So, but you certainly need the approach for that.
So what?
That's the go around I'm looking at here.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just start this again. RNAV 28. Let me just execute that. So still going to Darky. Nope, nothing there.
But you hadn't selected Darky 1 Bravo.
No, I had originally and then I took it out again.
Okay.
But let's try it again.
Has no transition. Oh, what's that transition down next page?
S-Dark or Urkos.
There's not Rennick. Does it have CZO? No.
No. Sumol, Ilmox, lit up in dark. But it's not Semil, we know that, don't we?
Yeah. And then your tag at the bottom says intercept. What's that one mean?
No, that's
556.
no,
that's right at the end of the approach.
That's right at the end, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for something that's going to say
Yeah, the
ZO686, really.
Does that be the holding point too?
Yeah.
It might be.
Let's just try end dark. See what we get. Oh, no.
604.
Darky, you've got 604. Where's that?
Well, that 604 is not on. Oh, 604 is the one on the top, Peter. If you scroll up the chart, 604's up there.
Oh, we're going in that way.
Oh, I see. It's depicted. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that'll be
Makes
better,
sense.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
'Cause
All
that's
right.
north of the airport.
That's even better.
Well done, Tim.
Yeah. So that should be 604, right?
Then 596.
So we want to go Starkey 604.
Yep.
Like that. Wonderful. Right?
Well done.
So here we go. We've got Darky.
I'll read them off if you want. You look at the
Yeah,
alphabet.
go on then. Yeah.
So after Darky 604,
Yeah.
596.
That's 250 above. Yeah.
Yeah, 250.
Yeah.
And then to 582 at
Yeah.
210.
Yeah.
There's also a hold there. That's where you can anticipate one.
We'll put it in if need be. Yeah.
Okay, and then at 578 it would be 17.
And there's a speed limit there as well.
225.
26.
Oh, at 582, yeah, 265.
Let's
But
go.
that's for the hold.
Oh
We're
yeah.
doing a hold.
Okay, fine. Well, we'll worry about the speeds later. Okay, so that's 578.
And then it does at 578 it had 225 as a maximum speed.
Yeah, 17 or above.
Okay,
Yeah.
then you come around the bend to 573 at 15.4.
Yeah.
And then 572 at 15,000.
Yeah.
568 at 13.8.
Yeah. Yeah.
560 at 13.4.
Yep.
And then 556 at 12.7.
Okay. And then we
that's
take
when
on
you
the
move to
fight,
the approach.
and then we go on to the other one,
Yeah. Right.
which is going to be.
And I can read those to you if you want also.
Yeah, sure. Let's go. So we start with 556.
556 at 12.7.
Yep.
526 at 12.160.
Yep.
524 at 11.810.
Yep.
522 at 11.670.
Yeah.
520 at 11.3. And then
Yep.
down to
To
the
runway, and then it's got the go around, which goes trundle, trundle, trundle. 496, 492, 488, 484, 484, 400, 480, 476 to 582. Hold at 582, 210.
Yeah,
Perfect.
210.
Okay. So if I put in a descent speed for that, I would suggest that'll probably do. Yeah. Alright?
Yep.
Is requesting forecast going to help us?
Oh, should do, yeah, should do.
Yeah?
That for the descent, is
Okay,
it?
let's do that.
Well,
Alright?
the other one, the single arrival, I tried it earlier today. Before I'm sitting on a stunt like this. It's not that complicated. However,
So does it have any, does it progress any speeds already into it? I'm interested, because what I normally do is we normally do 250 knots going through 10,000 feet, so then I just add the airport elevation. So
yeah,
here,
what they've got here is just that 210 at, which actually is 11,000, just that is 10,000 feet, isn't it?
Yeah.
But we'll have to be slowed down. We can't fly a lot slower above that because we can't put the flaps down
right,
anyway.
so what's the first flap speed on this?
Well,
220?
today it's going to be, we're landing at 0 fuel weight is 2266 and we're landing with 15, so 242, right? So flap 30 is going to be 143, so 223 would be our up bug.
Oh, okay.
So we will have to be down to the up bug as we get to 21,000 feet,
Okay.
and then start taking flat as soon as we're below 20,000 feet. Really,
Okay.
you got your gear as an option anyway, or speed
Yeah.
brake as well. So yeah, we can do that. But 220 knots isn't going to kill you down there.
So would you put that speed in the...
Could
in
do,
the-
yeah.
And then the VNAV is going to predict its descent to arrive at that speed and that altitude. Yeah?
Well, what's it got? It's got 22. You could Z0582. See that one?
Yep, yep.
Now, what you're not supposed to do with any RNAV approach is fiddle with this lot at all.
Okay.
But in practice, what we can do, it's only doing 270 because that's the descent speed so we've got.
Yep.
So
Well,
what you can do with this,
Yeah, you're not
is you
supposed
can
to
put-
change the altitude.
Oh, okay, no, that's good.
But I think you can change the speed.
No, well, not 7.4 you can't because
Oh.
you're overwriting the data.
Okay.
So if you put something wrong in,
Then VNAV doesn't want it to...
No, it don't.
Okay.
what we can do here is we can put in 225 and then the altitude. So if we put in 225 at flight level 220, like that, right?
Yep.
Ah.
That will bring
Okay.
your speed
Okay.
back for you.
Very
and
good.
then if you look on the legs page
And then you're-
now, you should.
Okay, Kompass 457 schon gepresst. You can fly the arrival via Darkney.
It will propagate through it. It should be all right. Because
Okay.
what should happen now is obviously that as it approaches 220, it should bring your speed
Right,
back to
okay,
225.
okay.
So should do that. All right.
I it's probably because it's probably above 210, so it's probably not going to come through.
Yeah, it's. I think inevitably you're going to have to do a fair bit of intervening anyway.
Okay.
Yeah. So it'd be VNAV speed anyway. So, but it should work. It should work.
That's something we do is we take out the above. So if we wanted to make
Yeah.
sure we're good at the
Yeah.
gate, we just put 17 in and then we're
Yeah.
down.
You see, certainly in BA, you wouldn't be allowed to touch those.
Got it. Okay.
You just got to select them through the database,
Right.
and that's it.
Well, now the
unfortunately.
other thing is if you disconnect the auto throttles, they're probably going to be at idle anyway, aren't they?
You'll probably find that they'll go into hold mode.
Okay.
Okay.
100
But it's still better than other simulators.
We just find a new flight plan. Just checking if you got it.
Okay.
Das funktioniert nicht.
Okay.
Entschuldigung. Doch, jetzt nicht. 720
In terms of alternates, boys,
Yep.
they've given us
Thank you, 610.
a place called SPHO. I'll just see what that is. Never heard of it.
Oops.
Ayaka Chaka Chaka Cho charts.
SPCO, did you say?
SPHO. And I'll tell you now, I don't fancy it. It's only got an NDB approach and there's mountains all around it. So we're not going there, alright?
Yep.
But I did a little preparation here earlier on. And instead of that, we are going to go to Juliaca, which is SPJL. Here's one I prepared earlier. All right. If I put a range ring round it, you'll see there's Juliaca.
Okay.
And Juliaca,
Oh, it has a much better MSA. It's 19,000.
no worries, no worries. It's BJL. There is another one actually down
But
at sea
it's,
level, but I don't think we'll need it. What have we got? Juliaca's like that. Well, you've got it. It's okay.
VOR, yeah.
It's another high altitude airfield if we have to go there. I'd say there was another choice actually. There's an even better one. We could go to SPTU. Right, if we go there.
Padre Jose.
SPTU, now that one is sea level. Very well. Let's do that one, shall we? SPTU.
Has an ILS.
Puerto Maldonado, right?
See.
And that's lovely. All right, the sort of airport you take your mother to.
Okay.
So we'll do that one. All right, and that is actually.
You put a ring around it? Yeah.
Put a ring around it. So that is something in the region of 200 miles. Shall we say 250 track miles, which is going to take us 35, 40 minutes.
Yep.
So that's going to be a diversion fuel of round about 8 tons. Yeah. So on my reserves here,
Say 15 we're going to be.
we want our 8 tons plus, actually that's quite a generous amount. 8 tons plus 4.5 would be 12.7. All right. 12.7. If I put 12.7, that's oodles of gas, right? And what we'll find now is we are arriving with 15.7. So we've got 3 tons to play with.
Okay.
Which allows for a little bit of holding, probably allows for 3 or 4 holds.
Okay.
But if it's a nice day, and it will be, because we can't change it, we can commit anyway. So we'll do that.
Yeah, it's just traffic.
Yeah.
Have we update? Are we still number 4 for the airport or 3, Tim, do you think?
Say again, sorry?
What number do you think we are to the airport? 4 or 3 in the
I don't know.
on VATSIM?
It's not bad. I don't know. Not sure now. Not sure.
Jump 951, give me a second. We are still going down the Fever Airport in December, but we are live from the Mule Sierra Echo Mike. Yes, same color today. But I will talk to you in a bit later. Just give me a second or 2.
So what do you reckon the minima are?
I've got 11,800, which is 1,100 feet above ground. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah.
I call you back in a second. Give me a second. I give
Ceiling required.
Jump on there, just give me a second.
Missed approach climb gradient is 255 per nautical mile. We can't do these in our aircraft because we can't do R&P.
11.8?
Up.
11.8?
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. F is captain.
Okay, jump on there, 951, position guiding. Darky, Delta, Romeo.
Darky. Category
How do you
C.
do that?
Not telling you. If you go menu,
Yep.
control panel select on, and then select F is co-pilot. Sorry, F is CP.
Yep.
Yeah, right. And now what you've got there is you can put in overtype in there.
Okay. 11.8. Okay.
Then just close it up.
What does that do?
Just saves you a lot of winding. Alrighty.
Yep. Leave is control left. Is something
Oh,
ignore?
I don't come out of it.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Probably yours. Yeah, you got to click that off.
Yeah, Angus was doing the flight into Aberdeen on the original schedule, which is very nice, but my wife's arriving from Canada on Wednesday evening, and I think that's when Aberdeen was, so I asked Benny to reschedule me, unfortunately. We were hoping Ralph Watson would fly that leg then. And did you look at your VATSIM map of the aircraft that we're hitting there?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Anybody close in yet?
There's 2 aircraft in front, and we've got a sort of, he's parallel. He's probably sort of just
right. He's off to the other waypoint.
Yeah. So potentially sort of 3 aircraft still in front.
Well, I guess the great idea there, the excellent controlling when you think about it, is that on that approach, you're going to have, potentially 2 aircraft on approach, but the only time they conflict is when they meet.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
back
no,
from
it's
the
a
runway.
good idea,
Great
isn't it? Yeah. Very
Because
good
if somebody's getting behind
Yeah.
too fast, too high, and has to go around, then
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good idea.
very good. We'll have to compliment these guys when we get finished with it.
We haven't got there yet.
That's right. But they could even help themselves by picking another one of those entry points. Or gate posts, I guess they would probably call them.
Nightbot is not doing the competition in the chat, I believe. Mr. Crag. People still donate £5?
Yeah, so right now we have 5 people in on the
only
the
5
raffle.
people?
Yeah, 5 people donated.
That's not bad. 5 people. The odds are good odds there.
Yeah, and Martin had, actually it's only 4 people, because Martin had more than £5, so he has 2 tickets in. So we got 4 tickets in for the General Aviation Software Alpha 2 Alpha, I think it's called.
Yes, yep.
I could put some money in, but I think that would be immoral, so I won't enter.
Well, you can
No, I could do it at Connie, but
Well, what they do
I'll let
is,
it go to those people
yeah,
who
when
contribute.
that's what happens when they go to choose the winner. If it's one of the SimFest,
yeah, we can just-
not
yeah, we
people,
can
we
just do it
you
again.
just move on from the next one.
Yeah, so I wouldn't get it anyway. What you're saying is I pay money.
You're not getting it. Yeah,
What's
you
the
have,
point then?
you have to come in. You have to come in anonymously.
God, buy me
Yes, A2A, an A2A aircraft of your choice.
Yeah, I agree.
I think everybody's sitting on the edge of their seat to watch the approach. Nobody's got their fingers on the donation button.
Yeah, they'll all be going ding-a-ling-a-ling.
Yeah.
Well,
So
I'm trying to land the bloody thing, weren't they? Typical.
nobody would think of that. Benny.
Yeah, Craig, I think
Benny,
Nightbot's broken, or it's not picking up the donations, or the prizes probably.
They're all having a chat in the kitchen, not even watching the feed this week.
I think this panel at least shows that, who is registered.
That never came, did it?
No, it didn't, did it?
Should we try again? Might be worth a go.
It's still working. Yep.
Any donation before 1500 UTC will be entered into a pot for either an Orbex scenery of your choice or a UK 2000
Yes, I don't think
scenery.
that's correct. I think that was yesterday.
You think so? Oh, okay. Then you got a donation.
Lee Ray JSR £5. I'm digging into my gas fund now, but I really am enjoying the stream, and thank you for supporting mental health. Thank you for donating. Thank you very much.
Thank you for being along.
Is that the position? You assume the position.
The approach preparation. Hello. I'm not.
Bianca 2 1 position.
Lima, I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
Nice.
What's the runway length here?
Was it 3,400? Just check.
Yes, that was Craig who came in.
3,400. Yep, there we go.
3-4.
Absolutely.
So, dry runway, 240.
Velocity 9104 from position route direct Semir, Sierra, Echo, Mike, India, Lima.
That's 33,000. 1820. 750 is 2520. Not worried about the toe end, hopefully. 2520. The real runway is quite slopey, apparently. 2520. Don't know if this one is on the scenery.
I don't know, actually. It's
2520. Per 10 degrees above ISO, which is about 3, 2520, 2720. I'm coming out with order brakes 3 at about 2800. Okay?
Okay.
So I think we'll land with that. The other thing is, have you ever wondered, you've changed, Angus. Have you ever wondered how much extra landing distance there is for that? Being in manual.
150 feet?
You're close actually, it's down here, it's actually in the at the bottom of all this lot. It's very difficult to read, but it says for auto brake and manual speed brakes, increase landing distance by 65 meters.
Okay.
So that's what that is. That's 28. So 2800. So we'll land with auto brakes 3. And what I'll do on the landing roll, if I haven't messed it up and we're in the right place, we might even back that off a bit to make sure we go to the end. All right.
Okay.
So that's 2500. Let me see what the brake cooling would be.
That's right. Thank you. Cross you further.
Find it. Actually, did he not put the brake cooling chart in here or something? That's interesting.
I don't know if it'll be on here.
No, it's oh here, no. I have a funny feeling they didn't put it in here. Oh no, it's here. Here we go. So, on this one, right? Get me pen. Okay. Got a map line. Yeah, marvellous. Right, so what you do, pressure altitude.
Yep.
Right up here at, it only goes up to 4,000 feet. Okay. So you have to extrapolate beyond that. Now you got your weight here. So we're coming in at just under 250 tons.
Yep.
Right. And the outside air temperature is going to be, what did you say, it was 20 something?
17 on the last one.
So let's call it 20, alright?
Yep.
20. If you go along there, what we've got here is 4,000 feet pressure altitude. We'd be up to 56.8 on the brake energy. Hang on a minute. Pressure altitude. That's at 4,000 feet. Hang on. The brakes on speed. Indicated airspeed. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong column. Brakes on speed is going to be about 140.
Yep.
So we are going to be in the region of 30. Hang on. OAT. 31.4.
Okay.
That's for 4,000 feet.
Yep.
So it's actually going to increase up to 8,003. So it takes us up to 34. Up to 10,000, about 37. Something like 37.
Okay.
Then you come down here, 37. Brake energy for landing. You go in with 37. Let's call it 40. We're going to use auto brakes 3. We come out with a figure there of 25. And 25 would be there.
Okay.
So we should be well within the caution range.
Right. Okay. Okay.
If you went max manual, obviously the energy goes right on.
Yep.
So on that,
Okay.
we're all right. We're all right. We'll see. Should be all right.
unable to have the approach. We have an approach on the right. Egypt Air 975, when landing descent flight over 250, reach level at Darky.
Right, hello everybody. So just to let you know that the competition stuff is still working, but it for some reason sort of drops off Nightbot every so often, so you won't get a confirmation message to say that you've been entered into the competition. But fear not, all of the ones that have donated have been entered into the A2A competition. There we go, there's one Nightbot thing.
Normal test, £13 from exclusive replica sales. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Fantastic.
much. So he's been entered into the draw there, Craig?
Has been, yeah.
Excellent.
Seems 1015 Golden Tree Nana.
For some reason it still is not coming through.
So we've got about 20 minutes to our descent at the moment.
Yep.
Yep. Ticking along nicely.
Quite a surprise you can be. As you from the old days, got me happy.
Happy you, happy Worldflight.
Oh, we got another donation. Dunk Velocity 11W, £5, keep it up. We are catching slowly, Team Velocity UK. Thank you, Team Velocity. You guys have been entered in for an A2A prize draw. Thank you very much. That's how you spent much of your working career then? Just
What?
how you spent much of your working career? Just
Yeah. Yep. People used to get very annoyed if you sat side saddle like that. They say you must be able to access the rudder pedals. So you had to sit there like that. Make sure you can always apply full rudder at all times. People used to say, why would I want to ever apply full rudder at 37,000 feet? Yeah. You know, standards.
maintaining standards.
Maintaining standards.
Primarily. What is Cusco? Cusco.
Store, isn't it? Cusco?
Cusco?
Yeah, big shopping store.
Costco.
Cusco, yeah.
Costco.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said Cusco here.
Yeah, I know. Who's James GCC?
That's Brian Elliott.
Oh, Briley.
Brian Elliott.
Is he coming tonight then?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the right accent, is he? Yorkshire
Yeah.
or Lancashire? Is he flying then?
Yes, I believe he's getting the last shuttle down from the north.
No, I meant. Oh, never mind.
I think I think he is this evening.
Oh, okay.
I think he is. Yes.
Yeah. Must be if he's coming down.
We just come down to make some teas.
Maybe. Yeah.
T-boy.
Nearly there.
Yeah, thanks. We're just going to drop off the line for a couple of minutes to try and fix an issue. We'll continue to fly offline and we'll come back up in the right spot hopefully in about 5 months.
As you want to one as you like. No problem with me. When coming back. Shouldn't be conflict with that.
Roger, we'll contact when we come back on. Thank you.
If I mess it up,
Yep.
and we go around,
Yep.
God forbid, because we'll be flying around forever. I'll do the magic call, go around flap 20.
Okay.
You're so fine.
And you're going to go
Flaps 20. Gear up. And then
positive climb.
positive climb.
Yeah.
Gear up. And I'll set my hands.
Sitting on your hands, like that. And so I will put the autopilot in as soon as I can.
Okay.
And there is an LNAV thingy, isn't there? We talked about it earlier. All the way around the back of the houses, up to 21, flight level 210.
Yep.
So I'll LNAV it, and I'll get VNAV in, and I'll restrict the speed. But we've got to be a bit careful that we don't go through 20,000 feet still with the flaps down.
Okay.
So that's the thing to think about on that one. And we'll leap straight up to whatever height Florian lets us go to.
Yep. Okay.
And sort it out from there. But basically keep the speed back. But we've got to get the the other thing is to level off below 20,000 feet, and then we can leave the flaps down. We might ask to do that if you can do it. Don't know. Possibly. Good. That's that one covered. It's out of the way. Did we ever get that weather? We didn't do it.
No, we didn't.
No, it's broken. Never mind.
Greg, you still working on Nightbot? No. Well, we're not getting any 80s or anything coming through here. No, nothing. No? Somebody else's problem?
SCP, mate. SCP. Someone else's problem.
Okay.
Bravo 39 and now Mac number decimal 80.
Bravo 3
Just happened.
9, reduce speed to 76. There is a heavy bird on your...
Heavy Virgin.
Hello?
There's a heavy Virgin. No one likes those.
Number, November, radio speed, Mac number decimal 70.
Do you have a favourite night stop on your travels away? No? No way you particularly thought like,
not
yeah,
really,
let's
no,
get back.
No.
No?
Get home. Go home.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, when ready, descend flight level 250, reach level at directly.
Okay.
What's that? So when ready to send a flight level 2504 Darky, speedbird 47 Charlie.
Okay. So let's leave it like that. We'll get a bit low. Yeah? We'll go a bit low. Because that's going to start us down early.
Yeah, so is it worth putting 250 restriction in at Darky in that case?
Well, because we're on the RNAV,
Yeah.
you can't overtype that.
Right, okay, fair
So
enough.
we could just do it with that.
Okay.
And it'll just show a bit high on the profile, that's fine. So we would expect to be 4,000 feet high at Darky on that. But with any luck, we're going to get down. Well, we've got 33 miles to get down again after that.
Okay.
Actually, that's a weird one, isn't it? 21 to 25. I think we will have to change that.
25027.
That's going back up again, isn't
Yeah.
it? So I think that's a misprint. So because of that, I'm going to override it. I'll just put it in line. You're right. Okay, let's do that. Otherwise, it's going to go down and then come up again.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, so let's see then. Bit of a chat.
Yep.
That's the wrong one. Oh, you're right. There is a brake landing thingy in there. Or is that what you're trying to point me at?
Isn't that the distance? But it's not.
Yeah.
But
Not
it's
the brake cooling, but yeah. While you were gone, Angus, we worked out that we could land with auto brakes 3.
Okay.
All right, and we checked the brakes are going to be reasonably okay. So landing in here, the first thing they always say is threats. Of course, I think we covered that really. We talked about all that. Just watch that descent in VNAV. We're all going to have to watch it like hawks, actually.
Okay.
If it starts doing silly buggers, we'll have to be inventive.
Okay.
But it's a nice long drag in anyway. The threats were probably going to come at the other end, transitioning to visual approach from an RNAV. Just so you know, what I'll probably do is switch my flight director off and go manual fairly early so I can get it sorted, yeah? Which means we'll put the automatics back in if we go around. MEL it talks about, we know about that.
Yep.
So the call from you is going to be speed brakes up, reverse as normal on landing.
Yep.
So pull the reverse to idle, speed brake up, and then give me max reverse on the engines. Yeah.
Yep.
So that and then
idle, right, and then
which is actually not quite what the aeroplane would do. Actually, no. Pull that first. Yeah, because that's what the aeroplane would do on landing.
Okay.
That will come up automatically as soon as the main gear's down.
Okay.
So speed brakes first this time.
Yep.
And then full reverse, please.
Okay.
Right. Parking the thing. What we
Anybody
got?
want anything to drink or eat?
I'm alright, thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Parking. Yeah, parking. Cozy, yeah. So we're going to go to the end and we'll find somewhere. We might be on the grass somewhere before we get to the main apron.
Okay.
I don't know. So that's the plan, but we're going to roll to the end, okay? Nothing else really to say about that. The runway itself, for real, I know has got a big slope. I don't know whether this add-on that they've got here's got it or not. We'll find out, won't we? We'll find out. I think we've flogged the approach to death, haven't we? If you're happy.
Yeah, no, I'm not happy. I think it's
all right, cool. The alternate we've already talked about. It's in here as a minimum fuel.
Yep.
God forbid we decide to go to this other place. That will be the cut-off.
Okay.
But actually, we're going to basically commit to here and keep going round and round till we get in.
That's fine.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Cool.
Yep.
Sector safe. That's your favourite subject, I know, isn't it? Have you got any ideas?
How did you know?
Well, I just saw you sectorisers out of Bogota, so that was good. For the darky arrival, what do you want to put in the fixed page for safety altitude? You got any ideas?
So
I haven't got any pre.
Well, it's just an MSA all around of 21,000 feet.
All right.
So
cool. So I tell you what, then let's put in flight level 210. Yep. Like that. Magic. Okay. Super. Transition around here, I guess, is
180.
18, is it?
Well, it's by ATC. On the way up, it's 180. So.
Okay. All right. It looks on the star as though.
Yeah, you'll see the feet
yeah,
start.
But it must be something like that. Great. Cool. Nav aids. We could hardwire that Cusco VOR, couldn't we? I'm thinking.
Yeah, we can do.
So let's put in Sensio. I'll take Bogota out now. We finish with that. Oh, a number of times you get an aeroplane that's come all the way back from Los Angeles and it's still got the LAX VOR tuned in. Okay, cool. That's done. And the QNH. Did we ever get that? Whether are we trying again?
Yeah, no. I'll try asking for it again.
Somebody did give it to us, didn't they?
Yeah, I think it was 0. I think it was yesterday's weather. Could have been the last one to be able to get. So
yeah. Was it 1031 or something? When it rings a bell. I can't remember what you said now. Somebody said something.
Yeah,
in the chat,
but I think the date of it was from yesterday lunchtime.
Oh, was it right?
So,
okay, right then. Okay. Oh, my thing's gone back to 11.5. Right. Where's yours? Yeah, it has. We've got to set this back up to what was it? I thought it was
11.8.
11.8. 11.8. Actually, it's not bad with the new winder. It's quite quick. I don't know why it's reset. Hey ho. It may not be. Maybe it resets itself. I didn't think it did, but maybe it does.
Alright.
Anyway, you can wind it if you like. Alright. So we'll have a guess at the QNH for now. We pop 1030 on just so we're complete. Pop 1030 in on your QNH.
Yep.
Alright. Marvellous. Okay, so if you'd like to do the descent briefing from him, descent checklist please, which is that one, there you
Yes.
go.
Descent recall.
Okay, we had those before.
Yeah.
Landing altitude, good point. Alright, Angus, now's your chance to change that landing altitude back to auto, please.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It will slowly climb, but that'll be fine.
Apparently the QNH is 1031 meter.
Close, good guess, wasn't it? There we go.
So I'm going to push the landing altitude, push on.
Pull off then, so it can be the other, whatever one is.
Oh, you okay? That was the adjustment.
I think it's probably the right button, is it?
Anything happen? No.
No.
Okay, I clicked. It went to auto.
Oh, okay.
So it was left mouse.
Must
now
be.
we're going to watch. Is the cabin going to start climbing?
It probably start climbing.
Okay.
Good. So I'm happy with those. All right.
Okay.
Cross-feed config. No idea why we got those.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I'm happy with those.
Yep.
Auto brake,
3.
landing data.
Right. So flap 30 goes without saying.
Yep.
I've set it up for the weight we were at, which is 242, I think. So 143
Yep.
is set and cross-check.
Excellent. And approach briefing.
I think I've waffled on enough, don't
Yeah.
you? Yeah, thought you'd say that. Completed then, thank you.
Excellent. Turn checklist complete.
Right, you have control.
I
I've
have
got the
control.
radios, thank you. And we'll put our harnesses on before we land as well.
Okay.
Marvellous. That'd be interesting. Oh, mountains, boys. Mountains. Look at that. So Machu Picchu's round here, isn't it?
It is. I couldn't tell you which one of them it is, but
Yeah. I think it's that bugger over there. That big pointy one. I think it's round there somewhere.
I've seen that
Yeah.
formation before.
So actually, we may be able to see the airport. It's that way, down that valley, isn't it?
Oh, it could be actually. Yeah.
It's down that valley there.
So
Is that right? No.
I don't.
No, I don't think it is.
Google Earth.
No, sorry, it's a different valley. Or is it?
So if you
It
want
might
to,
be. Might be.
it shows up here an approach frequency of 120.6.
Okay, but so we're still with this bloke
Right.
at the moment, aren't we? Yeah. Okay.
We're still with Florian.
Do we Florian? He's doing very well. So we're due in at what time? 14:10. Oh well.
I also see on here written VATSIM from the center. Okay, all aircraft inbound after Darky or Semel, you're cleared for the RNP 28 arrival.
Fantastic.
Sounds like anti-FAF ATC.
Does sound
doesn't
like
it?
anti-FAF ATC. So if we did that then, I'd be very happy, as we're cleared already, if you just stick in the minimum,
Okay.
which is
11.8.
11.8. Yeah. All we've got to remember to do is put the QNH in.
So should we set it to what is it? The transition is at 18.
No, just put 11.8 in there.
No.
What you can do as a reminder is put in 18,000 feet in there,
Okay.
but it'll be after. It'll be. I think it'll be obvious because they become levels and then altitudes. So.
Okay, fair enough.
Lovely.
Excellent. So hopefully you should start winding its throttles back shortly and.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I see.
actually, it might be an idea to give it a head start on that. Otherwise,
Yeah.
I would just
That's
bring
fine.
it back for now. Just give it a chance to throttle back. Sorry, I've just interrupted
Oh,
you.
no, that's fine. That's fine.
And then we're done.
No, you could request
What,
it
do
because I
descent now,
see he
you
gave
think?
UPS a descent.
Yeah, do that even better.
There
we go.
How is the breathing, sir?
He gave UPS a descent to 250.
Okay, interesting.
It won't go below that because that's what's in there in VNAV.
Right. It's just interesting. He gave somebody else a different altitude, so
Okay.
I probably want to at least advise them we're descending, or
Well, we were given
Okay,
a.
awesome.
yeah, just to confirm.
Speedbird 47 Charlie, we are descending flight level 250 to Darky and confirm we are cleared approach after Darky.
Yeah, Papa approach after that. 47 Charlie, over to approach frequency 120.6. Have a safe down, don't eat all the room.
1206, thank you very much for your help, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Don't
What did
eat
he
all
say?
the donuts.
Don't eat all the.
Don't eat all the donuts.
That's Bernie he's talking about. I don't do that kind of thing.
Level 001.
Oh, God. Cusco approach, Speedbird 47 Charlie, descending flight level 250 to Darky.
Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Okay, maintain 250 on reaching, expect RNAV approach, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Alright, stick it back up, mate. You tried anti-FAF. Roger, Zulu Oscar 604 at flight level 210, Speedbird 47 Charlie. I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. So actually, I'll fiddle with it again. Okay.
Yep.
So now we can put 21 in, marvellous. So I'll put 250 low in there.
Good morning.
Oh,
Excellent. Yes, an RNP.
yes, it's going to be pretty uneventful, Gary. There's nothing to see here. No, oh, very well. Lovely to see you.
Good
too.
morning. Love to see you.
Good morning, Gary. Did you get some sleep? Very good.
Oh, good. Normality returns to the 747 simulator. Nothing. Gary is here to fix everything now, so we're all right. There's cloud in them Dar valleys. So there's an accurate bit of cloud in each valley. Oh, you're putting the weather back on?
Okay. About to fuck up the whole thing. How are you going? No.
I've got a backseat driver though, I'm alright.
Yeah, they're the worst though.
Yeah.
So I wanted to ask you a favor, if you can pay
See that, by the
Mr.
way.
and Mrs. Flight Sim Andy for my shirts.
Yeah.
It wouldn't take the Canadian, so you have? Okay, because I got the cash. Okay. Thank you.
Right, well, I'm going to put my shoulder harness on now because, you know, I can
Hello,
see some
the street
clouds
will
down
start
there
to
with
temporarily.
mountain
We're
goats
just
standing
doing a
on.
couple of updates outside. It's all getting a bit busy.
Why is that
Bear with
mountain
us.
goat standing on a cloud? I asked myself. Lovely,
That's what I
right?
learned flying in the Caribbean, was I was always looking for the island that we were
Yes.
approaching.
Yeah.
And then I learned just look under a cloud,
That's right.
because there'll be no clouds anywhere except over the islands.
Right, yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
There you go,
No, I
some
don't like
weather.
that. I preferred it how it was. Yeah, that's fine.
Actually, interestingly enough, I guess if it's IFR, it appears less intimidating than severe clear. You see everything.
So we've got, be interested to see what it does about that business.
Yep.
So if I put in, it's got 225 there.
270 again.
Okay, but there you go.
Right, okay.
Cross 660 final 160.
Yeah, yeah. Good, thank you very much. Right, so we have less than 20 minutes to landing. I'm a bit slow there, but we'll put the seatbelt signs on. And I'll tell Mavis. Cabin crew, we have 20 minutes to landing. There we go.
Oh, that's awesome. That's beautiful. Look at that.
Looking good.
I'll take a picture of Peter blowing his nose.
No, best not.
You get down on 165.
They look pretty big, those mountains down there.
Yeah.
My goodness. Ooh, whoa, whoa, whoa. You have a great mountain trekking holiday around here with your llama, couldn't you? Hey?
Alpacas?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Wonderful.
Egypt down on 75, track direct.
Back down again.
And approach good. Whatever, go up, negative 9.
See how that goes amber
Yep.
when we get above 8.6. So that would be your first indication in the cruise if there was something on the pressurisation. That little fella pops up.
230.
But you see the rate it's going. It's not going to get above 10. He said.
Speed 47 Charlie, Peace, Cross, Zulu, Oscar 682.
Zulu Oscar 682 confirmed. We are coming in via the Darky 2 Bravo.
Also Charlie, Zulu, Oscar 682, flight level 190, it's on the RMC runway 28 Charlie.
I think 582. I think it means.
Negative. We were cleared in via the Darky 2 Bravo, so we were expecting to come in on the 582. This is not the time. Definitely was a 2 Bravo, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess very complicated. We're inbound at the moment to the 604.
Oh. That might have been a weather change.
It works for us.
Mobile 001, descend 150.
Descend 150.
Right.
Don't do this to me.
Means I could do flaps as well.
47 Charlie,
Peter, I think.
descend 17,000.
17,000 Speedbird 47 Charlie, Roger. Okay.
Flaps 1. Have we?
Can't do it yet. Too
Oh,
high.
no, yeah, we are. Wait. Okay.
Alright, so put 17 in there though.
Okay.
Now what you want to do is just intervene that so the speed doesn't do something stupid and go below the
Sure,
up
okay.
bug, which will be 224, I think we said, wasn't it? 223. So that will be. So let's give it 233 because of the altitude. All right.
Okay.
And 17,000 I see.
Yep.
So we can set the QNH. Yeah.
Yep. Set.
There we go. Set cross checked. Approach checklist, believe it or not, says altimeters.
So I've got 22600
Yep.
passing now and
Lovely job.
10317.
Lovely job.
Did he give us a QNH?
No.
Because the last one we had was just from yesterday's.
Oh, and then we had another one. There was
today's
another
one?
somebody gave us one from Active Sky. So
Okay, we could ask
which was
ATC to see what he's
1031.
got.
Yeah.
Do they have an ATIS on? Do they have an ATIS on the V-Pilot there, Angus?
It's got wing anti-ice on as well, which isn't going to help your descent. Nothing you can do about it. That's Speedbird 47 Charlie. Confirm QNH, please.
47 Charlie, QNH 1031.
1031, thank you.
Excellent.
Okay, speed path again. So it's going to level off at 21. There's speed low, that's all right, don't worry about that.
Okay.
Egypt Air 975.
Just weighing it up a tiny bit if you like, just get it out of that hockey stick.
Oh, yeah.
So what it's trying to do now actually is maintain 21 until we're past this place. We don't want to do that. We can actually go down to 578 at 17,000, yeah?
Yep.
So if you push that once, that gets rid of the first one. Push it again, gets the second one. Push it again, gets to the third one.
Yep.
Now it will follow that 17,000. He said. Should do. Yeah, there we go.
Well, are we going to get a cabin altitude warning as well when we go past 10, or is it going to?
You might do. Yeah, it's struggling a bit at the moment. It actually doesn't mean much.
Okay.
You know, it's just a warning saying the cabin's above 10, which is going to be above 10 when we land anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know, if it goes off, we'll just cancel it on the thingy.
Okay.
Velocity 9104 cross, Zulu 1664, flight level 170.
Just copy that one.
So if I put mine on prog so you can see what's going, we've got 56 miles to go yet.
Yep.
Miles away yet. We're only 10,000 feet above the airfield, but we're 50, so that would be technically about 40 miles out
Okay.
to be on the profile. But we're 50, 55.
Yep.
So we're way below profile.
So for the feed, as the social secretary, I'm just going to keep it to a minimum so you can enjoy the discussions going on as we do this challenging approach into an airport above 10,000 feet elevation.
We might lose the feed at about 100 feet. Might just suddenly disconnect. Altimeter check then, out of 20,000 for 17,000. 1031 is cross-checked.
Right, so we've got 20,000. Should we do flaps one?
Why not? Yeah,
Flaps one,
flat one,
please.
yep.
And we shall dial the speed back to 225 as well.
Yep, good idea. As I say, we're fine for height at the moment. I think it'll get a bit more complicated when we get around here.
Okay.
But it's nice to have control of the speed.
And for the feed, that was a limitation of flap extension, 20,000 feet?
Yeah, that's right. Yep. Feed, it makes you sound like you got, you know, feed. Feeding.
Speed at 47 Charlie, same for you, descend for
12,700 descending via Speedbird 47 Charlie. 27, I think he said, which is...
that's at 556.
Yeah, 12.7, that one, 556. So you want that one in there. 12.7.
Oh, sorry, 12.7.
Yeah. Marvellous. A long drag in now.
Okay.
About 20 miles at 17,000 feet. Whoops. Donation! Let's knock the lights out.
Didn't it used to do that last year?
Yeah. So I just tied it up for you. Was it meant to knock the lights out?
So this donation is from Luke Sam, £7.61. Great thing you're doing. Say hi to Angus. It's Lucas. I helped him build his simulator when he started. I remember him.
Yeah.
Wow, that was back in just after 9/11 when I started building mine. Lucas, how are you? Nice to hear from you.
So we're losing something here, aren't we?
Yeah, that was probably. Remember, he put the weather in, and I think that's one of the things that was acting up before. So it'll be restarted.
Oh, it's coming back, yeah.
Yeah, but it'll probably clear up the weather so we can get some better photographs.
Okay.
So Lucas, what are you up to now?
But that didn't happen on short final.
Yes.
So we're coming to 38 miles. I'd want to be 10,000 feet above the airfield now. Maximum. And we are 7,500.
Yeah.
Good job, good job.
We probably want to start reducing probably down to 200. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
make
I
that
reckon.
turn, I think.
I reckon. I'm not entirely sure, but I think when we go around the corner, we probably want to be getting back to full configuration.
Yep.
Gear flaps 20 at
for
least.
That, for that long final.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen around the corner.
No, that's
there,
fine.
so,
Okay.
Yeah. There's an alpaca. Yeah, we had a couple. Me, now. Okay. Yep. No, we have not done.
You want to cancel the master caution? The donation?
That's not.
Well, it should. Yeah. Okay.
So that's not the caution.
No, but usually I think doing that should
Does it?
after a note.
Okay.
Yeah. Right.
Downloading
So
weather
I'm dial
information.
down to 205 as
Yeah.
we start this turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unfortunately, Bravo 209 and Lalo 230. Bravo 391 at descent.
27 miles out,
Descent to Lalo
7,000 feet. So we're closing on it. We
Yeah.
are closing on it. So we're going to do these turns very shortly. Bearing in mind, see what your ground speed is compared to your indicated speed there.
Yes.
So this is where you need to kill your speed a little bit.
Cover flaps 5.
Flap
please.
5. All right, there you go. Try and follow you around with the heading bug here.
Yes.
As soon as you selected it, you can bring the speed back.
Okay.
Oops. Don't like that weather. What are you doing?
Nothing. I'm just giving you the full, accurate weather depiction for where we are now.
Thank you, Gary.
It's quite terrible.
No, it's not. Just a bit of haze on the hilltops.
Radio
They'll find the
altimeter.
wreckage, all right.
2,500 feet above terrain. You don't normally get that at 16,000 feet.
And flaps 10, please.
Flaps 10. I think we'll put the MDA in there now. We don't want to be messing with that. He'll talk to us later, but yeah. Lovely.
That's annoying, isn't it?
Radio altimeter.
Gary, take this weather off.
It's not the weather, it's P3D being shit.
I don't think so. We've had no problems at all until now. I'm building myself up for this car. That's lovely. Ah, that's better. Right, that's enough, Gary. That's enough.
Oh God.
What's happened?
Nothing.
I can see I'm just going to get tunnel vision on the bloody runway here.
Speedbird 47 Charlie clean on runway 28, contact tower 12, correction 1181.
1181, Speedbird 47 Charlie, thanks. What was that? Cleared something or other?
That was cleared. Oh, I thought it was cleared for the approach. Well,
Okay.
I say cleared for the approach.
Cleared for the approach. Okay. Cusco Tower, Speedbird 47 Charlie, descending on nav, runway 28.
47 Charlie, good afternoon.
Radio altimeter.
Call fully established, Speedbird 47 Charlie.
Get down.
Yeah, because you're only 16 miles from landing now, you see.
Yeah, okay.
So you need to start thinking about letting it do its feet now.
Flaps
See?
20.
Yeah, flaps 20. Yeah. I'll follow you around with the heading bug. I don't mind doing that. I'll do that. See, there you go. Look.
Yep.
So it's going to start dirty diving. Gary, I wish you'd stop this. Lovely jumping. So we'll watch that like a hawk now, right?
Flaps 25.
Yep, why not? Flap 25, yeah, sure. Might go away to flap 30 if you like.
Yep.
Might as well. There you go, flap 30, alright. +5 on the speed's good for me.
That'll be 148, won't it?
So if we leave the throttles alone, hopefully it will just do its thing now. The only thing we've got to do is wind that down once we can see the runway.
See the runway.
I'll see anything in the moment.
Cleared land runway 28, Speedbird 47 Charlie. Can I see the runway? Can't even see South America, never mind the bloody runway.
You can see a hill.
Wilco, Speedbird 47 Charlie. That's what we're planning on doing, yeah, go to the very end. Thank you, Gary. Oh dear, I'll be in the Luke category at the end of this.
So you need to just practice the arm wave.
What arm wave? What's the arm? Oh yeah. Oh God. 9 miles from landing. Can't see bugger all. Ah well.
Very calm though.
the radar hasn't gone off yet, which is a good sign. Right, going to the other chart now. So I've changed to my go-around plate in case we need it.
Yep. They've got a separate plate for the go-around.
Well, it's for the final approach and the go-around, yes, yes.
Yeah, so the first one takes
This is
you
looking
in
very
from
promising. 8 miles from
the
touchdown.
outer points. So they had us originally there, and then they moved us to here so that they'd have a number of traffic coming in. So really, the only place you'd have a conflict would be on
Radio
final.
altimeter.
Now we got a radio altimeter.
And then you go to the
7 miles from landing.
in range, as it were, what they call it. But
This is the real weather, is it, Gary?
Yeah.
Oh my God. So that's 1,000 to go to our
look at
MDA.
how close that terrain is out there.
Yep.
My God. Oh, it's turning towards it. I don't go away, go away, go away.
Other way, other way, other way.
There's another bloody hill over there. Because this airport hasn't got any lights, has it?
No.
Oh, thank you, Gary. Well, we're going to keep going down, so let's wind that down.
Okay.
All right, because we can see the ground, can't
Yeah.
we? We're going to be hitting it.
Oh,
so
they can see
so I
the
can
town
see the
coming
city.
into view now.
Yeah, see the town. Looking all right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Alrighty so far. So remember, we're going to have a high sink rate. If we get more than about 1,500 feet a minute, shout at me, alright?
Okay.
Just say sink rate.
Yep.
Because anything could happen here. Still can't see the runway.
Yeah, so it's
11.8, we're getting
going
close.
to be at our 11
I
o'clock.
think I can see where it should be. We'll carry on, boys. We'll carry on. We're brave.
I think I can see where it should be.
1,000.
1,000 feet. Alright, the auto throttle's coming out.
50 above.
But I'll leave it in for now.
Decide.
Flight director off, please.
I think I can see it.
Can you?
Yeah, it's at 11:30. So I'd hold this heading for
Yeah,
just
got
a
it,
bit.
got it, got it, got it.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
got it, thank you. Alright. Yeah, I've got it.
That's rolled out nicely, hasn't it?
I think I've got the runway, just left of nose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, a tiny bit low. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Alrighty, alright. Here we go then.
I'll just expect very late latitude. Nobody will shine careful.
Got the speed, thank you. Coming in a bit of an angle, but we'll hopefully get there. Yeah, 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 yeah.
He's confident. You know the drill.
Do I know the drill? Right, there we go. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oops.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Lovely.
I'll sort of. Whoa, oh god. Speed brake, please.
That's out.
Full reverse. I'm pushing on the rudders, nothing's happening. Go, blimey. Thank you. So the auto brakes are still in, that's cracking.
Tower Hill, American 22.
100 knots.
Confirm that the departing runway.
Just going to do manual braking now.
80 knots.
Reverse idle, please.
Reverse idle. 60 knots.
Lovely jobby.
Yeah, narrower than normal runway
40.
too. 150 foot wide.
Look at that. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I'm too good for this job. Wish I
So they're
could
not
fly.
back enough. I don't want to break it.
It should go forward.
Gary, do you want to?
40 knots.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
Here we go. Oops, keep moving, keep moving.
That went well.
That's nice scenery
There's
too.
somebody 3 miles behind us,
Middle
that's
of
going to work
nowhere.
out quite
Yeah.
nice. You've done a really good job at that. Sorry, not the best landing in the world, sorry about that, but at least we got here.
I'm impressed we made the runway, to be fair.
Well,
Nice
yeah, not
scenery,
being
isn't
able
it?
to pick
Is
it up.
that a
in
reflection of
flights.
my abilities?
No.
That's the great thing about the glass cockpits.
Yeah.
Because in the days of old, you didn't have a figure of where the
Yeah, where
runway
the thing's
was.
supposed to be,
Because, you know, I looked on it and suddenly saw it at 11 o'clock. And okay.
Nope.
If you do a further left turn right now into taxiway ramp, then you will be very, very easy to take out because you're going to be leaving from runway 10 later on.
Oh, just park
Oh.
up here on the grass.
Yes.
And park the engines and shut the engine down.
Well done.
Oh, we're all sort of over here, thanks.
So what I'll do is a 180, hang on, fuck out, get it right round.
Tower, good morning, Bravo, Banana.
This controller's good, eh?
Yeah.
You could tell the way
He's our favourite now.
he's split people coming up with the two different arrivals, and then he's talking about departure.
Who is it?
Can you tell?
I'll have to get a bit further over, I think, won't I?
I reckon that's about it there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can we have a look?
Well,
I can have a quick look out the window, Captain.
okay, you do that.
The wing is on the runway.
It's the taxiway I'm more worried about.
Oh, you're trying to be between both. Okay.
Yeah, trying to, yeah. I'm just on toe brakes now, we'll just see if we need to move.
Well done, well done.
Absolutely perfect.
Right, okay, park brake is set. APU's online. Yeah, yes, carry on, mate. Yeah,
Here we go.
Then the hydraulics, that one to aux.
Or would you like us just to stay where we are?
And those to all three to off. Marvellous. Shut down, please.
Shut down.
Exactly where you are, but just stay where you are. There is no holding point there. And you're going to be taxiing on the drive back with as well.
Wow, that was great. Well done, lads.
Yeah, it was remarkably easy, wasn't it? Oh,
really
look at
good.
this.
But it was
Okay,
all
and the rest of the stuff then, so yeah, let's watch him go past.
Who's that one?
Don't know.
It's a
Velocity?
777 of some kind, I think. Is it?
Yeah, it is,
Three
yeah,
things?
yeah.
Like a corporate one.
Do you think he's a very far away due to the internet connection in his position?
And that's how we clear
I know.
the arms there.
Okay, so pumps can go, fuel pumps. And we're actually way early, which is good. Arrive with 16 tons of fuel, lovely.
Gentlemen, well done.
Beacon. What else we got? Strobe, yeah. Flaps we done. Transponder 2000 standby, or 2000 XPDR. Okay, and the shutdown checks, please. Thanks. Welcome to Cusco, everybody.
We do the after landing.
Yep.
Well, speed brake,
Is up, yeah.
exterior lights.
We've done them all yet.
Yep. Weather radars,
I'll get rid of my terrain, yeah, why not? Yep.
flaps,
Flaps are up.
Transponder.
2000, yeah.
Yep. Stab trim.
Was doing, we can't now. Yes, you can, you move them up. Go on, send it up. Should move. It's not moving. They'll sort it out. They'll sort it out.
Okay, and shutdown checklist. Parking brake.
Is set.
Hydraulic demand pumps.
They're off.
Fuel pumps.
Off.
Beacon.
Off.
Doors.
On away.
Fuel control switches.
Cut off.
Transponder.
2000 standby.
Seatbelt signs.
Off.
A-cars post-flight.
Wonderful.
Peter, can I ask a question?
What's that, mate?
How did you stop the cabin altitude alarm going off?
How?
Yeah, why is it not going off?
We cancelled it.
Oh, so it's not a continual whoop, 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 whoop.
No, that one, it's not like the overspeed. You can cancel it by pushing the thingy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was very simple then. Yeah.
Okay, check log. Let's have a look. Oh, yellow pages. Oh, that's probably the altitude. All check logs all over the world are the same, aren't they? The bloody pages come out. Okay, so have we... Weddell, transit check. Weddell's done the transit check. Gee whiz. So I signed it there. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Did we get the times?
Your block.
Should have done this earlier, really. What are we? PNLL. Registrate. Oh, service number. That's
92. What was the flight number?
9220.
92. Yeah, that's right. No, 21. Is this it? Maybe
Day.
it's
7th?
written wrong on there.
Okay.
7th?
7th is today. 7th.
Departure station. 3-letter code. Bogota.
Bog.
Don't know what Cusco is, do you?
Cuz. No, yeah, cuz.
Cuz, thank you. Block time.
Block time 2:47.
Okay. Sequence number 1.
Nil. Or anything?
Can't write nil. It's no fun at all.
Okay.
You want to write something up?
Tower John 1471.
Left engine missing.
On the RNP.
Yes, do that.
Left engine
Giant 1471.
number 1 missing.
And what's the one where you put where something nearly needs changing? Is it?
Oh yes, tyres.
Yeah, tires.
Yeah, your signal is very weak, so we
Left.
continue descent.
Tire.
Forward. Body gear.
Giant 1471, you're cleared for
Tyre.
the arrival runway 28 wind
Nearly.
8 knots.
Needs
Oh,
changing.
okay, that's a lot better. Clear the RMP.
There we go. Oh, this takes me back signing this thing, I tell you.
Yeah, what a great job he did with that too.
Two defects. Remaining fuel, 16,000. That was what? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Tech log for Matt.
Tower, American 22, is it possible to taxi behind that other aircraft?
Did yours even there?
Oh, what was it? What was it? It was quite a thumper, wasn't it? What's it showing? 197? Oh, it's more than
well,
that.
there's nobody taxiing at this time, but you're more than welcome to...
It's
24%.
Oh, you should congratulate this. You should compliment this guy in the ATC all the way in. That was great. Yeah.
Should we do that?
Yeah,
Yeah. Give him credit.
And Speedbird 47 Charlie, fully parked now. Thank you very much for the excellent air traffic control. If you'd pass that on to the rest of the guys, really appreciate it. Thank you. Good.
Steve, so I'm going to try to ride that. It should be fun one, this one.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm not on that one. What was I going to say? Yeah, this...
No, because you'll be taking off in the direction where the landing will be coming in.
Indeed, yes.
Oh,
Looking
that's
forward
right.
to that.
That's right. Yeah, there'll be